Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Next Level Broadcasting presentation of the Ray Graham Elk Rapids Invitational Basketball Tournament. I'm Tom Clemenson, and very happy to bring you the play-by-play. With me tonight, Eric Huffman, going to give you the color commentary, and this is all brought to you by TVC Cherry Capital Airport, sponsoring our pregame show tonight. It's a non-conference matchup between the Kingsford Flivvers and the Traverse City St. Francis Gladiators. Contrast in styles, to say the least. Two very well-coached programs tonight, ready to do battle. Again, joined tonight with Eric Huffman. Eric, put your coach's hat on. Are you excited about some basketball?
Coaching 25 years or just coaching basketball in general, just get me in a gym, palms start sweating, and I am ready to do basketball. We could do this all day and all night. Just like you said, tonight's pregame coverage brought to you proudly by TVC Cherry Capital Airport. Dreaming of the sun and sand already? Let TVC Cherry Capital Airport take you there. Book your winter vacation today to any of 20 nonstop destinations, from Florida beaches and the Caribbean to exquisite golf courses and the beautiful Arizona desert. Visit tvcairport.com and schedule your winter vacation now. Tom, take it away.
Well, the St. Francis Gladiators coming in tonight after a challenging 7-17 season last year, but it's one in which their young roster got some valuable experience. Those sophomores now are juniors. Some names we'll be calling out tonight. It's a rebuilding year for sure, but the Gladiators still a fundamentally sound, disciplined, and committed to controlling the pace of play tonight. And Eric, I mean, what are your thoughts on this TC St. Francis team?
Yeah, Tom, St. Francis, they're most effective when they take the tempo. Their half-court execution, their defensive communication, and their commitment to high percentage shots makes them a tough opponent despite their record.
Well, Kingsford's coming in tonight following a strong 19-6 season and a run to the regional semifinals. They'll play a fast, aggressive defense. They like to thrive in transition off of that defense. Their athleticism and pressure defense, trademarks of the program, Eric.
Yeah, the Flivvers excel when they speed opponents up. Their guards love to push the ball, their wings attack the rim, and their defensive pressure forces turnovers that lead to quick scoring bursts.
That much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehousecharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
All right, well, welcome back to Next Level Broadcasting's pregame show presented by TVC Cherry Capital Airport. Eric, what is it going to take to win this game tonight?
Yeah, quickly as they're getting ready for introductions here. Number one, it's control the tempo. St. Francis must slow the game and value every possession. And, also turnovers. Kingsford thrives on steals and runouts. St. Francis must protect the basketball at all costs. Number three for me is shot discipline. Quality looks will define momentum swings tonight. And lastly, defensive recovery. Kingsford transition scoring is explosive. St. Francis must get back.
Absolutely. Well, these are two well-coached teams getting ready to tip it off here shortly. Just want to remind you, if you like watching great basketball, if it's got you dreaming of warm weather, TVC Cherry Capital Airport has your ticket to the sunshine. Choose from 20 nonstop destinations, from beaches in Florida to the Caribbean to the desert Gulf destinations in Arizona. Fly Allegiant, Avalo, Sun Country, and connect easily with the American Delta or United Airlines. Winter flights selling quickly. Book now at TVCairport.com for the latest schedules and details. We'll step aside really quick. When we come back, it's tip-off time here on Next Level Broadcasting.
With unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Eric, are you excited?
Dude, let's get this ball up in the air.
We are here, game one, the Ray Graham Next Level Broadcasting. So happy you could join us tonight. Traverse City St. Francis going to tip it off against Kingsford. Kingsford, the winner last year, and they win the tip. Controlling the ball, controlling the pace of play. We'll see right now, obviously, just a little half court as they go out to the outside wing.
Yeah, St. Francis going to show man-to-man, start the game.
Quick shot from three, and that one's good.
Yeah, nice three to start the game by Jack Kriegel.
Kriegel didn't even hesitate. They gave him a lot of room, and he took advantage. And now Traverse City St. Francis, that defense is very smothering. St. Francis working around the outside. They're going to play at the top of the key. Again, working inside now, back out.
Yeah, what we're not seeing yet, haven't seen a single screen set yet, just moving the ball around. Got that three-pointer to go in, though.
That's a nice shot there by Mason Holscher. Full court press.
Yeah, just a little show, man. Keep them honest. Trying to make sure, kind of slow the Flivers' pace down because they can get up and down the court.
That'll be a blocking foul on St. Francis. That's George Haringa picking up his first, team first. It's a good foul. He had a clear path to the basket otherwise. Looks to go to the hole. Pass is going to be knocked away and taken back by St. Francis coming down the other way. That's Lewis Ryan. He's going to get it over to Reef
Wickern, yeah, with a nice shot there. Yeah, Ryan kind of got up in the air and got no man's land. Thankfully found an open guy.
Quickly, though, Kingsford gets it back onto their side of half court. Kind of working that wheel a little bit. And as you said, Eric, man pressure here. Going to try and get it in the hole, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Kingsford maintains possession. Jack Kriegel going to inbound. We'll have to talk about Flivers.
Yeah, I mean, where's Shane Smith when you need him? He loves to talk about Flivers.
We'll get that at least at the halftime. I wasn't sure what it was. I saw the logo, and now it makes sense.
Oh, nice pass on the right side, going up strong. Good bucket by Matthew Sundquist.
And he was the one looking to try and drive the lane in the previous possession there as St. Francis now works inside. That's going to be blocked, coming back the other way in transition, and this is Kingsford's game.
Yeah,
They're going to kick it out for a quick three. That one's going to go long, but they maintain control of the boards there, and the boards are important tonight. Initially looks three. He'll take it in and draw the foul. That's Owen Olkinen. That's a good UP name right there.
Yes. Lewis Ryan, first foul on him for St. Francis. Yeah, and you really, for St. Francis, you really got to get back because they will run the floor. And if they don't get that bucket right away, they do have trailers setting up for the shot coming down the court.
Doesn't that set up kind of a mismatch? That can backfire on you a little bit, though, can it, Eric?
It can, but if you're consistent and you practice it enough, you can use it to your advantage. Sometimes you're going to give up some stuff here and there, but more times than not, if you run it right, it's going to be to your advantage.
Olkinen hits one of the two. Traverse City St. Francis quickly coming back the other way. Again, trying to find something baseline. It's just not there for him. Back out to the top of the key, Lewis Ryan. Now set up on that far wing. He's going to try and take it in. A little underneath. Rolls around and he gets the roll.
A little up and under made it happen. Able to get through Kingsford's help line man-to-man that they're doing right now.
Olkinen again going to bring it up. A little bit of full court pressure. They're not going to give him anything easy, but there's an open look. It's going to go long off the back of the iron as he rolls inside. Can't get that layup to go. Coming back the other way now, St. Francis. Tries to take it to the hole. Good hands, though, as they come back and transition the other way. That pass might have been a little too long, but he's able to save it before it goes out of bounds. Back up to the top of the key with Kriegel.
A little fast and furious 45 seconds there.
Finds an open man. He's going to go ahead and take it inside. Gets the layup out. Rolls in and out. Just couldn't get it to go. That was Jet Buckley on the attempt as St. Francis comes back the other way.
See if Buckley can get that shot to consistently fall. There's a couple that he could have had already.
That one's going to go off the back of the iron. Quickly thrown away.
A little too fast at the outlet on that one.
St. Francis again just trying to control the pace a little bit. It's a frantic pace already, and there's a three-point shot that's good for St. Francis. Lewis Ryan, his second tonight.
St. Francis not afraid to get up and down and just let the shots fly without setting up an offense.
This is definitely a different look than we saw from St. Francis last year. It's definitely a more aggressive pace. Two opportunities, and St. Francis is going to come back with it. Again, coming back the other way. That's Bixby. Can't get the roll, but he gets his own rebound. We'll see who's that off of. Looks like it's going to be a Kingsford ball.
List of subs coming in for Gladiators.
I see Lance Voss. Looks like we've got Wickerns back in.
And Mikey Bauman.
Coming back the other way now, trying to beat that full court pressure just a little bit, just to keep him thinking there. That's Kriegel bringing it across. Over to Sorensen now. Back to Kriegel. He finds Buckley rather. Buckley goes inside, can't get it to roll. Rebound control by Kingsford out to the corner. That's Olkinen. He's going to get it back to Kriegel, top of the key. Sets that pick, a little give and go, and a bit of a travel there as Matthew Sundquist was trying to get his feet under him.
But aggressive defense by St. Francis, even at the quarter court, and they're man-to-man. They're really flying all over the place and trying to cut off angles and put a hand in their face at least at anything. Even if it's just for a pass, they're trying to disrupt that. Good job by them so far.
And good pressure, too, as far as pushing the tempo up the floor on offense.
Yep.
Again, working it around. They're not using that skip pass either, which is nice to see. Just good, crisp, quick passes.
No, man, what's happening is it seems like every player is going for a quick pump fake or a pass fake and giving someone a lane to drive. You know, to watch their waist. Don't stare at the ball. The ball can move all over the place, but their waist ain't going anywhere.
Ryan with it now as he looks inside. He's going to kick it out to the corner. Three-point attempt, and it's good. That one by Mikey Bauman.
That's the Glads 4-3 already tonight.
So good ball movement, and St. Francis with a commanding lead already this early in the game, and that one's going to be long by Olkinen. Controlled by St. Francis coming back the other way. It's Lewis Ryan as he rolls inside, and he's able to get that one off the backboard. Yeah. Ryan having himself a game.
Yeah, what a confident spin move by Ryan as we get a timeout by the Flivers.
Yeah, good timeout with a 10-point lead now. The Flivers looking to try and get things, I guess, back in track here.
Well, you know, kind of thinking pregame and thinking of the teams that we saw last year and what we kind of expected tonight. Kind of looking at the opposite. You're seeing Kingsford get up and down the floor and disrupt and get in people's faces, and you're seeing St. Francis team Looking at the roster, with a little bit less numbers this year and kind of retooled a lot of missing names that we saw last year, whether graduated or people not playing from injuries or whatnot. But, man, so far for St. Francis, they're a team on fire and just looking to get up and down the floor.
Well, let me ask you something, Eric, too. If you're Kingsford and you're expecting a certain type of or certain style of play in this game one, and you've known that this is your opponent for a while, I mean, how much would that throw you off if all of a sudden they flip the script and you've got an aggressive, fast-paced offense and a full-court press going at you right off the rip?
I'm usually set up to run what I brung for the first half. And at halftime, if I can get to halftime, then make adjustments there, depending on what the score is. But being down 10 points early might make a slight change right now just to try to slow the tempo down. Even if I'm a fast-paced team, I need to be versatile, and once in a while, I may need to slow down too. And maybe it's going a little fast-paced for what my team's capable of doing right now. Maybe slow it down, take a deep breath, get our heads back into it a little bit, see if we can't refocus on our philosophy of trying to pull off a victory.
So Blake Tomasaki is going to inbound that one, and Gaines got it now. Or Kriegel, rather, has got it now, so he's going to get it half court. Little room to breathe there this time around as Olkinen finds Gang again. That one's going to be an air ball. St. Francis now with it, and a chance to expand on that 10-point lead here with 2:06 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's never too early. You got a 10-point lead. I always say you don't want to nick and cut them. You want to step on their head and get it over with early if you can. Don't take anything lightly because you have an early lead.
Quick hands there from Kingsford as they're able to control it. It was a bit of a scrum there for a minute.
Yeah, no doubt.
That was Tomasaki again involved in that. Good quick hands there as he gets it over to Jack Kriegel. Can't get it to roll there. They kick it back outside. That's Olkinen. Takes the shot. That was a Bill Lambier post-up shot right there, but it went a little long.
Behind his head almost there.
Coming back the other way with a little bit of quickness is St. Francis. They find Rhyme. He's going to make a move inside. Tries to get it off the backboard. That's going to be controlled by Kingsford coming back the other way.
Yeah, not a bad effort using the high glass there. Almost got it to fall.
Sorensen now with it. Going to kick it out to the corner. That one's going to be no good. Kriegel trying to make something happen there on the boards, but it's controlled by St. Francis again, coming back the other way.
Yeah, good job by Holscher as he's taking the three right now and hitting it. Good job by him at the other end, tipping the ball to keep it alive, tipping it to a teammate.
Finding those open looks and making them pay. 19-6 now as we're under a minute to go in the first quarter. Kriegel now working with it. Back out to the far wing. That was Olkinen trying to set up for that one. Buckley now checking in for Sorensen. Or rather, Sundquist.
Mr. Mark Lenneman, one of the officials out there tonight. Shout out to him.
Kriegel going to inbound it. Buckley's going to take that 3 points. A little bit long on that one.
Nice
and it's
setup on the side out, though, just to get the fall.
Yeah. St. Francis. Will Sutton inbounding it. Holscher now with it. Back to Sutton. There's Bauman. Is he going to try one inside the paint? Rebound controlled by St. Francis. Those offensive boards are important. The air ball that time by Holscher, and it's coming back the other way in transition. Kingsford pushing the issue. There's Olkinen from the corner. That one's going to be long. St. Francis.
A good job by St. Francis there. You had Olkinen leaking down the court, but they got in the rebounder space. You couldn't get that quick outlet.
Well, that's the end of the first quarter. Your score, 19-6. Right now, it's St. Francis with the lead. We'll be back with more from this game one of the Elk Rapids Ray Graham Invitational Boys Basketball Tournament on Next Level Broadcasting.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
And of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, Auto Owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Welcome back to Elk Rapids. We've got quite an exciting game already. Traverse City St. Francis. Well, I don't know about a rebuild. They look like they've completely got things under control here so far.
Yeah, but a quick side note, there's something else I'm really excited about tonight. Troy from That's Pizza, one of our sponsors, showed up and brought pizza for the Next Level crew. So thank you so much, That's a Pizza, and Troy, preparing us and bringing us dinner tonight. Can't thank you enough.
Many locations in Traverse City. Just check them out. I see one every time I'm on East Bay. It's the green building. I'm heading out of town, and I'm telling you, if I wasn't in a hurry, one of these days I'm just going to stop and have a little bit as St. Francis brings it inside.
Yeah, wife and I stopped there on our way in Traverse City, do some shopping.
So St. Francis going to inbound this one. That's Bauman.
Foul on Sorensen for Kingsford. Or no, that was just out of bounds. My bad. Thought they were calling something.
Open look there. He's going to go ahead and take it inside. Kicks it back out. Had an open shot on that three. Just wasn't necessarily confident that he was going to hit that one. Tried to work it inside. As Olkinen muscles his way in there and gets one off the glass.
Yeah, you got to be careful. You got a gladiator to sell that a little bit. Could be offensive.
I didn't notice an elbow popping out. There's a reach. That one's going to be on Bixby.
That would be Jet Buckley for the Flivers.
Got my roster switched around here. Here we go. St. Francis now back in there. Ryan. That one's stolen away. Here he comes back the other direction. It's Kriegel, and he's going to make that one look easy.
Yeah, made sure he got under control as he was trying to get control of that nice, easy layup.
Good finish. St. Francis coming back, working that offense. Olkinen cuts his man off, forces that pass on the far side. There was a skip pass that time. Trying to get that pace going. No call on that. Probably a good call.
Yeah, good effort, though.
Again,
that
working
one
it back
definitely.
Inside. Yeah, you can tell.
He had a whole yard of setup on that one.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder a little bit. Turinga, you're going to get a call. That'll be an offensive foul all day long. So Kingsford starting to try and tame the beast just a little bit. Here comes Kriegel. Not quite the same sort of pressure we saw from the first quarter. Working that pick and roll, setting some good screens. There's one from three, and they make that one. Buckley.
First bucket of the game for him.
He's had a couple looks. This one falls right through. And there's one answering right back. That's Ryan.
You know, I preach trying to get down the court and get a play off or a shot off in 10 seconds or under, but geez, St. Francis, there's
Olkinen really quick. Nice little spin move underneath. Some good back and forth action here as they set up from the corner. St. Francis, that one's going to be short. Controlled by Kingsford coming back the other way.
Yeah,
Kriegel with it.
They're doing good job running the fly down here. St. Francis getting down the left side, getting quick shots off.
Contested three, and that one's going to go off the iron. Ryan with it as he comes back the other direction. St. Francis. That lead cut down some as they call a travel on that one. Looked like he was leaning for some contact. He wasn't able to get it.
Must have taken that one extra step instead of the contact.
Quick substitution here coming in. Will Sutton. He'll be checking in for George Haringa.
So we don't have We don't have Nick here for the over-under on three-pointers made tonight. So if you want to go ahead and give a shout-out for how many threes made in this game.
Oh, my goodness. We're already off to a good start here. Just Ryan alone.
Yeah.
Nice defense. That I tell you, they're getting closer and closer. It's where those ball screens come in really, really handy. Take some of that pressure off. Kingsford working and trying to give and go.
You got to have a good roll off of that, too. You can't just stand there.
You see Kingsford clearing out that inside. They're really working that perimeter. Now they go back in. It's going to be a three-point attempt, and it's going to go long off the iron, but he gets the bounce. Gage Sorensen.
Sometimes better to be lucky than good.
Absolutely. He'll take it.
The thing is, though, a lot of east and west, they really haven't been banging that inside with the north and south. And, too much side to side, just settling for the open outside shot.
Ryan with it now. Can't shake that defender. He works his way inside. Crowd wanting to travel, but Kingsford's going to take the rebound back the other direction. They've snuck back into this one. They only trail by 3. Olkinen's going to put one up long off the backboard, or off the back of the iron, rather. Tomasowski going to get it over to Buckley. Buckley works it back inside, out to Buckley. Picks up a man on his way in, going to go underneath, and a little bit too much on that one as it rolls out. He was looking for a foul.
Yeah, it was almost a pretty reverse.
And he finds an open man on the inside. Pass across to the corner. Three-point attempt is going to be no good. Kingsford now with it in transition. Easy layup there for number 10, Gage Sorensen. Kingsford now only trailing by 1. They back into this one here, and we've got a timeout on the floor by St. Francis with 3:29 and a half.
Like to know what Coach said for Kingsford in the huddle there in between periods, because an invigorated Flivver squad now.
It's like the team got off the bus for the second
Yes,
quarter,
sir.
right? I mean, I think maybe part of it, too, was just a little bit of trying to get taken sort of assessment on what St. Francis was showing them.
Yeah, you don't know if you're trying to go off of anything you may have seen this year or maybe what you saw last year.
Sure.
Because obviously you're seeing a way different St. Francis squad through the first quarter and a half or so. If St. Francis 1, 2, 3, 6 threes already in this game. Normally you'd think about them maybe 6 for the whole game. And 4 for Kingsford so far. You would think maybe it would be the opposite.
Right. And Ryan's been responsible for, 3 or 4 of those for St. Francis.
He's hit 2 threes already. Holscher's hit 2 threes already.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah, Ryan 10 points in the first half.
A lot of pace to this one, too. Love to see it. Both teams trying to just use that defense.
Yeah, they're teams after my own heart. If you can press full court, half court, quarter court, and get a shot up within 10 seconds, then you are some fun basketball.
Well, here we go. St. Francis now with the inbound. That's Holscher.
Yeah, you're reaching from behind.
Olkinen's going to pick one up there. All right, St. Francis now bringing it over the half-court line. Far wing, back to the top. Far wing again as they work that ball outside. Quick hands, though, by Kingsford creates the turnover.
It's enough to disrupt them.
Buckley with the quick hands on that one. Tomasowski. Getting it over to Kriegel. He's matching up tonight with Holscher. Olkinen was stood up there. Good defense by St. Francis as they come back the other way.
Just a meeting at the minor summit.
St. Francis now looking to get back inside. That's going to be a charge.
That'll be a charge, yeah.
Good job by the defender to get his positioning, and might have A little bit of a bump there for Holscher as he kind of grabbing his shoulder. Seems to be in some pain there. We'll see if the coach probably going to pull him out.
I'd say he's animated enough to get off the court, and let's get that boy checked out.
Yeah. Reef Wickram's going to come in now. Just kind of landed on it funny, and nothing funny about it as he's reaching for that shoulder. Meanwhile, the action continues. Kriegel with it. Still trailing by 1 here.
Coming down to 2 minutes already and a half.
Fast-paced game. Here's a three-point attempt. That one's going to go off the front of the iron. Got a whistle away from the ball. St. Francis with it. Will Sutton's going to check out. We're going to bring Haringa back in.
Yeah, St. Francis getting out of sorts from their aggressive play from the first period. They've just had that 1-3 by Ryan so far with 2 minutes to go.
Good quick hands again. I'll tell you what. Buckley is just a tenacious defender out there on the wing. Three-point attempt now for St. Francis, and they make it count. That's Wickern.
His second 3 of the night.
Back in transition. Kingsford now going to try and take it to the hole. Pulls it up, makes it good.
Nice. That's a tough shot over the outstretched hands of the defense there.
Sorensen with a nice move underneath. St. Francis now coming back the other way. Good defense. Olkinen with his hands all up in there. They try and get to the corner. There's the skip pass you're looking for. Open man, three-point attempt is going to go off the iron. And Olkinen picks it up. Coming back the other direction now. Kingsford with it. Buckley. He's going to try and get inside. Kicks it out. Underneath.
Oh, nice back
Beautiful look. Not able to make it count, but boy, I'll tell you what, that was a beautiful look. Good pass. Coming back the other way in transition, and that's going to be Ryan for the St. Francis Gladiators.
Yeah, good job by Ryan keeping his feet. At least getting that pump fake, see if he couldn't get a foul out of it too, but nice control getting that easy shot.
Olkinen finds the open man, kicks it back out to the point. There he is.
Nice
That's
fake.
going to be a little bit off there. Kriegel would love to have that one back.
It's probably at least 5 missed layups I've seen from them this half.
Great job by Olkinen, too, in transition to steal that back, and it's going to be a little bit of contact there. Jet Buckley drawing the foul. He's been just a monster on defense.
And that was a foul waiting to happen. He ran into the defense, and he just jumped into the air with his hands outstretched, thinking, well, my hands are outstretched, but yeah, you're moving, buddy.
36.2 left in this first half here. St. Francis able to stretch that out. 4 points. Make that a 3-point lead now with that made free throw. Sundquist checking back in. Going for a little bit of height. Mikey Bauman back in for St. Francis. So a 3-point differential here, and Kingsford trying to save that one. It's going to be St. Francis ball.
So you got the Glads with a 3-point lead, 30 seconds left. You know, maybe see if we can't get a good play run to maybe not rush it. We've got the lead, try to go in the locker room with the lead. Maybe save it for the last shot unless you've got a definite make.
St. Francis is going to be deliberate now with 16 seconds left on the clock, and they're going to travel. That is not what you want to see.
And I was just about to say, you know, if he gets the ball passed or handed to him or whatever, if you can turn around, my rule number one is if they're like in your shorts, basically, you know, rule number one is just take them to the hole because they don't have that step to get beside you. And they're going to follow you. So don't just hold the ball back there. But again, you're looking to run some clock down and see if Kingsford can't close the gap.
Kriegel now with it. Skip pass over to the near side. Throws that one into defensive coverage there. Ryan on the backside of that play, a little slow to get up, and St. Francis a little hard on the backboard there. So at the half, you've got Traverse City St. Francis holding on to the lead, 26-23. It's time for the halftime show with Jared Stamen. It's a That's a Pizza halftime show. We'll be back with all of that fun coming up next on Next Level Broadcasting.
Dad. Brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
With unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more. The Lake House on Bridge Street offers so many things to make your home or even your visit to Charlevoix that much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehousecharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
I got one for you, boss.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what's black, white, and dented all over?
I give up.
The company truck? Yeah, it's bad. But thanks to our agent, we've already submitted the claim and can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Lucky for you, that's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Hey guys, what's going on? I'm here with Troy Hall, owner of That's a Pizza, one of our favorite sponsors here on the Next Level Broadcasting Channel. And he was here for the first half, and you know, I heard you've got a little bit of bias towards those Gladiators.
Just a little bit. Just a little.
What'd you see in this first half, Troy?
You know, I did see. Was it Kingsford? They weren't driving to the basket on that first period, but that second period, you could tell something was happening with the coach because they started driving to the basket. That's for darn sure. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a tale of two quarters. You know, Kingsford looked a little bit shy in that first half. A lot of first quarter, a lot of threes. I was a little bit surprised. A lot of misses, and then kind of started turning it on. Those threes started falling, and the effort just was a little bit little bit heavier.
It is the beginning of the season, so you're going to have that first game jitter kind of feeling too. You kind of see it in some kids, but not so much. I mean, these guys are driving pretty hard. Pretty excited. They're pressing back and forth very regularly.
Yeah, definitely an impressive first half for both teams. I got to say, something I was a little bit surprised by, and I want to know what your thoughts were, Ryan, number 4, he was playing great to start the game, really aggressive, getting to the rim as much as possible, hitting those threes, and kind of second quarter, it seemed like that might have been an adjustment by Kingsford, or just he kind of got a little cold.
I don't know. That's what I mean, the first game jitters, right?
Yeah.
You come out, you drive to the basket, and they started doing that second quarter. They started putting them in, and now they've caught up a little bit.
Well, we'll ask you more of a non-basketball related question. As a small business owner, in this area, how does it feel to be, part of this game and, you sponsor on a little guy like us trying to make it big?
Thank you for making that question, or giving me that question. First of all, we have 3 stores on all 3 sides of town, and Elk Rapids is something that we're a little bit distanced to, but I want to be able to support as many communities as we can.
Yeah.
But hey, I wanted to show some support, so we're here.
Well, it was really nice talking to you, Troy, and we appreciate having you.
Man. I forgot my tie.
Yeah, I know. Well, as was kind of saying on the broadcast, we got the off-brand Ernie Johnson here, again with Troy Hall, but we're going to send it back up to the boys upstairs. Again, this is the little halftime report here at Next Level Broadcasting.
Well, thanks, Jared. Tom here with you, and we'll get to some halftime stats here shortly. We'll bring Eric back and take a good look at that. Of course, That's a Pizza, our halftime show sponsor, in Traverse City. 3 locations, as they said. And, of course, if you see that beautiful green building on East Bay, that's the one I drive by all the time. Delicious pizza. You want to go by and check it out. They're a great spot to watch some games. Great pizza, great games. They go together, and they're famous for their specialty pies, fresh-made favorites. That's a Pizza, delivering the flavor Northern Michigan cheers for. You can stop by any of their Traverse City locations and grab a slice of the good life with That's a Pizza.
Yes, sir.
Eric, so some thoughts there as we're wrapping up halftime.
Interesting game. Yeah, you like 2 different ball games for 2 different periods, I think. For each team. St. Francis was the team of the first period, and Kingsford obviously the team of the second. St. Francis with the 19 in the first, and Kingsford turns around and puts up 17 in the second, and you've got, a 3-point difference. This game is pretty much up for grabs right now. I'd like to know whose tempo and philosophy is going to reign supreme in the second half, because it doesn't seem like either team has been able to establish themselves completely yet tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like you said, it was Traverse City St. Francis. They had like an 11-point lead there coming out of the first quarter.
Yeah, and I was at that time. I'm like, let's step on their head. Let's get it. Let's keep going.
Right.
Put the pedal to the metal. Let's get the score up. And it just seems like there is a switch flipped.
One of the players that stood out to me in that transition as far as the momentum was Buckley. Jet Buckley for Kingsford, just quick hands on the defensive side, creating offense with good defense, and that's kind of been the hallmark of Kingsford basketball for a long time, and it seemed like he was sort of the spark that got that going again.
Yeah, for Buckley, he's been up and down the court, and he's done some nice things, taking some nice shots and a lot of shots, but also making some nice passes as well. The one thing for Buckley, though, I think he's missed like 3 layups or so, and some of those were pretty easy, and those are ones you may need to have in a close game like this.
Well, we're going to get ready and start the third quarter here in just a moment. Meantime, we need to pay some bills, so we're going to turn it back over to Zach Kennedy, our technical producer extraordinaire. He's going to take care of that, and we'll be back with third quarter action on Next Level Broadcasting's presentation of the Ray Graham Elk Rapids Invitational Tournament. That's coming up on Next Level Broadcasting.
With unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more, the Lake House on Bridge Street offers so many things to make your home or even your visit to Charlevoix that much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehouseCharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
All right, welcome welcome back. Before we get too far down into this third quarter, the teams are ready to go. We have one more bit of business to take care of. Our halftime sponsor, That's a Pizza, and we're going to send it back down to Jared and Troy down there on the floor.
All right. So, Troy, I kept smelling this in the first thing, and yeah, I'm really hungry. So what do we got here?
Deluxe. I got pepperoni. We got gluten-free for the guys up there.
Whoa, look at that. Hefty mushrooms, and I'm a big mushroom guy, so I'm going to be enjoying this one. I'm going to grab myself a little slice here.
Get in there. Ooh, you got it. You got it.
There's nothing little about that.
Yeah.
Good job.
Tell you what,
We're
look
gonna
at all
give a
those
quick little taste
toppings.
test. First time with That's a Pizza. I'm sure it's going to be. That's amazing.
Good job.
And that is amazing, guys. Sending it back up.
And now we know why Jared volunteered for that gig. That's a lot of toppings right there. Holy smokes. Here we go. Third quarter action underway. Kriegel going to inbound it for Kingsford. They're trying to work it underneath already. Back and forth, and that's going to be a turnover. Errant pass, and Traverse City St. Francis coming back the other way. Going to be a three-point spot and shot, and he fills it up. Nice shot by Wickern.
Third three of the night for Wickern.
Kriegel now coming back the other way. Looking for that open man. Again, they're trying inside-out basketball. A little bit of a fall-away shot. Looking for a foul he's not going to get. That was Buckley. St. Francis posting up for three again. That one's going to be off the back of the iron.
Yeah, maybe rush that one. Maybe force that one a little bit.
Kriegel with it now. Kicks that one over to Sorensen. Sorensen looks at his man, tries to make something move. A little bit of a zone defense, it seems like. Kind of a hybrid almost. Olkinen now going to draw the foul as he goes inside.
Yeah, sometimes it can look like a matchup zone or some type of zone if you're doing some type of help man, because your off guys are going to be more towards the center of the paint, where it looks like they're just kind of sliding over like a zone would. The problem is you can't get caught ball watching and have your guy leak behind you where you can't see him. That's when you give up wide open threes or backside cuts.
Kriegel going to bring it in. Olkinen
Nice
with a
lob.
quick shot. Not able to finish that one. St. Francis, though, with the rebound. Looks like he got him on the over the back. Well, they'll call that a blocking foul on Olkinen. 2 for him, 4 for the team. St. Francis with it now. Wickern finds Ryan. Bauman takes it inside, up underneath, gets the roll. St. Francis trying to get a little tempo going here.
Yeah, tough shot, and that's what made them successful in the first period there, was them getting up and down the floor.
Buckley gets the contact, no call, but he makes the basket.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. He's getting a little emotional out there. Worry about what you can control, which is yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah, you don't get a whole lot of leeway with the officials at this level. Three-point attempt is going to go off the glass, or rather off the rim. It's controlled by St. Francis. Now Olkinen's got it. Kriegel kicks that one out. That's going to be open shot off the front of the iron. Kriegel with the rebound. Takes it back inside. Going to go up underneath. Can't get the roll this time. Good positioning, though. Kingsford somehow able to hang on to that one. Kriegel trying to avoid the offensive foul. Extends on that one a little bit. St. Francis now pushing the action the other way. Three-point attempt going to go off the back of the iron. That's going to be over the back. Good positioning by Buckley on that one.
Yeah, what you're getting down here, you've got, 3 or 4 offensive rebounds by the Flivers. What you've got to do when that shot goes up, you've got to go find your man and make contact and then go get the ball. Don't just turn around and get caught in a staring contest and think, oh, maybe I can just out-jump him. Get position on your man and then go get the ball.
Kriegel with it now and trailing by 6. St. Francis able to get some of that lead back here to start the third. And Buckley is really getting a little chippy down there.
Nice backside cut.
St. Francis with the rebound coming back the other way. Feeds it underneath, nowhere to go with it. He'll step back and reset the offense. Bauman. Top of the key. Quick hands again by Kingsford as Kriegel wrestles that one away. St. Francis gets it right back, and we're again with a scrum here. They're going to call that a jump ball. That's Bixby in there on that one.
Good hard aggressive play, nothing too out of the ordinary there. You got to let him play a little bit.
St. Francis now with it. Jump ball, arrow for them. Gladiators trying to make something happen here. Back out to the far wing, top of the key. Just good pressure defense. He's going to get a foul on that reach, though. That was Matthew Sundquist reaching in there. We've got with us here in just a moment, we'll have with us Troy Hall with That's a Pizza, one of our favorite sponsors.
Just had the interview with him down there. Now we're going to join us up here in the mezzanine here for a little bit of this period.
Yeah, that's right. Troy's a big basketball fan. Of course, I think he's leaning St. Francis. Is that about right, Troy?
Oh, you heard. The cat's out of the bag.
That's right.
Well, that could have been an offensive there. You see the arm go, he shoved him. Surprised you didn't get a call on that one.
I'm surprised too. It's that was Buckley. He did a little dramatics there to give it an extra effect, but no call.
I have to give him some acting lessons on that one. Again, you know, when I played, they used to call me Hollywood because I could sell those like nobody's business.
Yeah,
so,
you sure did against us all the time.
That's right. You Bulldogs are easy to sell against.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. Kingsford again inside, forced that pass, and an errant one at that as St. Francis comes back the other way. Now, Troy, you were a baller back in the day, right?
Yeah, it's correct. That's correct.
Talk about how's the game changed since you were, out there repping.
Well, I don't know if you heard me. I was down there with Jared, and I was watching. They weren't really getting to the basket in the very beginning, right? And as soon as that second period came out, they just started crashing the boards and getting up in there, and then they closed that gap. And the defense on both sides right now, they're getting a little stronger.
Wickern doing a great job down there. He got his hands on a couple offensive rebounds and results in an over the back.
Yeah, the thing is for both teams haven't really, if they get a rebound or a turnover or something, turn around and making sure they get back fast, because there's been a lot of up and down the court, and a lot of it is because your defense doesn't get back or find your man if you're going to play man-to-man.
That's right. By the way, the young man that had a hurt shoulder, anybody know what's going on there?
From Mr. Mason Holscher. It looks like
he's still sitting down.
He's got a little ice pack on, it looks like. Maybe they're going to play it safe.
Early in the season, probably not a bad idea.
Yeah,
non-conference game.
It's a long season. With you're addressing, 9 tonight? So
Wickern makes the second one, showing pressure right off the bat, St. Francis.
Yeah, be careful. You got to make sure, you got to know where your man and the ball is if you're going to play man-to-man. Sorensen almost leaked down for an easy bucket.
Olkinen tries from 3, and that one's no good. St. Francis coming back the other direction. They seem to be a little more deliberate this time around as he makes the nice layup. That was just a beautiful shot by Heringa.
Yeah, his first 2 of the night.
So what was your style of play, Troy?
I was a forward.
Okay.
Yeah, I was strong forward, and that's been many years ago now.
So back then, though, the forward's job was, really it was to muscle up, down low, get down in the block,
right.
and be strong.
Crash the boards.
Not a lot of that stretch play expected from forwards back then, eh?
Correct.
Nice aggressive steal and finish by Buckley.
Very systematic back in the day, and I'm watching their plays here too, and there are some similar looking plays here on their weaving.
So St. Francis going to call a timeout with Kingsford getting a little bit of momentum back.
So, Troy, it's important to me because we briefly talked about this. Me being celiac, it's really important to know where to trust to go out to eat. And get food. And
That's
so,
tough.
And so when you're watching pretty much every single morsel that goes down your throat, to be able to find good food is very important, and it helps you being confident to go out to eat. And so it's real nice you can find places like That's a Pizza to be able to go, and pizza being one of my favorite things. And I thought, okay, am I going to have to give it up forever or have to eat something that I just have to deal with? Being able to find something that's good that I can enjoy, I can't think.
Well, I'm glad I could help you out tonight,
enough.
too.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of people say or want to remove themselves from gluten and have those stores or just be available to it and just have that healthier choice. But people like yourself, you have no choice.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you were saying, my son options up for the gluten-free crust more often than the normal now, because a lot of times you get just as much flavor and a little bit healthier for you as well.
Well, it looks like we're coming out of the timeout here with St. Francis again. They've got that lead extended just a little bit, 34-27. And they'll have the ball coming out of the break. Ryan inside. That's a bit of an errant pass. And a scrum for it.
Yeah, a little scrum on the floor.
Should be. I'm thinking it's going to be a foul on Will Sutton, be my guess.
No, they're going to call that a jump ball. That should
Interesting.
be Kingsford Arrow this time.
Okay.
Yeah,
he was kind of flopping all over.
He was on the player. He didn't really have his hands on the ball.
Let's see. Well, I see his name up on the board. Or his number, anyway.
Kriegel.
See a lot of screening going on.
Yeah, you didn't see too much screening there towards the start of the game. Everyone's starting to get
right.
their feet underneath them now.
Olkinen with 2 offensive rebounds, just not able to finish. That one is going to go in.
And now you're going to get an and one because what happened, didn't we just talk about that a couple minutes ago? Find your man, make contact, and then go get the ball. Don't stand there.
Just not too much contact, huh?
Yeah.
So a chance to cut the lead down to 4 here. Olkinen's had himself a nice game on the glass. Hadn't been able to finish on some of those longer shots, but definitely a lot to handle underneath. Got some good length. Bixby checking in now for St. Francis. And he makes that one count. 4-point game here with 1:51 to go in the third. Bixby with the ball now for St. Francis. So Troy, you follow as Ryan takes the 3 off the rim. You followed St. Francis obviously last year, not the season they were hoping for.
Well, I would like to follow as much as I can, but I do have a favor. But
business is business too.
I was just going to give you guys some props here. You guys are fantastic. You're on top of it.
Appreciate that. I give all the credit to Eric and his many years of basketball acumen.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, 25 years of basketball. You hopefully know a couple of things to make it sound intelligent.
You notice how they're holding back here. They're trying to run their plays and get up and get closer to the basket.
Olkinen trying to work it inside. He's going to draw the foul.
How important is it, Troy? I mean, as a business owner myself that sponsors one of the teams that we cover, how important is it to be involved with the local school teams and sponsoring and whatnot and getting some of that outside influence into the school system? How important is it to be a sponsor?
You know what? I don't know how important it is. I just do it.
Awesome.
It's just being part of the community.
Yeah.
We do a lot of stuff for schools. We have regular orders. I do a lot of stuff for the churches. And from east to west side, I try to be available to the community.
Now, does that pour into not just the school, and as you're saying, does that pour out, go through the school and reach out into the community more as more gets done like that too?
Yes, it does. Obviously, it helps our brand a little bit, but mainly I want to get out there, get our brand known, be part of the community, help the schools, help the churches, and be part of fundraisers and things.
Well, you said you weren't sure, but it sounded important enough to me, Tom.
Yeah, we had a nice exchange there just a moment ago with Buckley creating a turnover and a nice finish on the other end. Olkinen able to work through contact and make that layup. And here comes Buckley coming back the other direction. Up underneath, and he makes it count. And we've got a tie ball game here with 13 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, he's feeling himself now.
Buckley fired up, and he's just been a terror on defense tonight here as St. Francis getting ready to make a couple of substitutions to try and get something going as Bixby puts it up.
Did he
that
get it?
one should count, and they're gonna count that one.
Let's see.
We'll see.
They're conversing, I think.
They're going to go ahead and give it to him. 36-34, your score at the end of 3. We'll be back with more on Next Level Broadcasting.
With unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
All right, here we are. The fourth quarter is here. And we've
Only
got
the
this
first
one.
game, though.
The first game. We've got another one tonight. We'll get into that in just a little while. But, Eric, you got to love the pace of this one, right?
Hey, like I said, if you can get up down the court nonstop, you like pressure, and you like shooting the ball a lot, you are a friend of mine.
Well, I'll tell you, it was all knotted up and a nice at-the-buzzer shot by Bixby to give St. Francis the 2-point lead back. And I'll tell you what, Kingsford, that defense has just been incredible, primarily led by Buckley, creating some really nice transition offense for Kingsford.
Yeah, 10 points by Buckley so far tonight, but points aren't going to be the main thing, I think, coming from that man tonight. It's all the intangibles that he's putting in tonight as well.
Playing with a lot of passion and emotion tonight here as Kingsford goes ahead to start with the ball here in the fourth quarter. And again, we're seeing a lot of pace and tempo. Gets a little bit of a fingertip on that one. Gage Sorensen goes up for the rebound. He's going to get some contact coming down.
This game has really progressed to get a little exciting. In the very beginning, it always kind of like a little standoff, shoot a little couple baskets here and there, looking for a bucket, but now they're driving hard.
Buckley with it there. You're seeing it becoming a lot more physical, too. It was, like you said, Troy, it was a lot of pace, but it wasn't real physical.
A little hands-off,
And now we're seeing a lot more physicality here. Buckley, again, being a big part of that.
Well, and you got to find out your interior defense for St. Francis. You got to be careful. You got Buckley. He's playing like a house of fire right now. And if you can get him out of position, possibly get an offensive charge on him if you're St. Francis. But if you're the Flivers, keep getting the ball and feeding around Buckley because he's kind of been your central figure tonight.
And he's got it at the top of the key, looking to try and get an ISO move. He's not going to get it, though, kicking it back outside. That one's going to be, not turned over. Buckley with it now as he gets that ISO, takes it underneath. It's going to be partially blocked by St. Francis coming back the other direction now in transition.
No, he's going to drive it. He's not going to set up. Oh, now they're back to the setup.
Slippery surface into that basket, I hope, on the other end.
Yeah. Far corner again. Looks like it seems like St. Francis is a little bit slow there on their, just kind of getting that offense moving.
Well, they're weaving around, but we need to set some screens away from the ball, too. It's not just setting screens where the ball is at. Let's set a backside screen, or let's make a pass to the right side screen away to the left, see if you can't get somebody cutting to the middle or someone rolling off of that screen away from the ball as well, instead of just weaving around.
Yeah, Bixby fouled, thought he was fouled on that one. It's going to go back the other direction, though. Kingsford with it. And that 2-point lead still stands for the Gladiators. Kriegel takes it across half court, looking to get that offense going. Wickern giving him all kinds of problems as he takes it in, gets the roll, and it's all tied up again with 6.5.
Kriegel's been able to get to the basket quite a bit tonight. Just 3 buckets for him on the night, though. Could have a bunch more.
Just not having the finish there as Ryan takes it inside. Off the front of the rim, coming back the other way is Buckley. Gets Olkinen in transition. He pulls up to take the 3-point shot off the front of the rim. St. Francis, though, not able to control the rebound as Olkinen kicks it out to, here we go with Buckley again. Trying to set something up, a little bit of isolation. He's going to drive it in. We're going to call it travel on that one. He was trying to get some contact there and maybe get the foul, but St. Francis just pulled back and let him take a few extra steps.
It's almost like pulling the chair out, right?
That's right. Oh, that's horrible.
Be curious to see if either of these teams gets a little bit of a lead as the time winds down, if one isn't gutsy enough to pull out a stall.
We'll see.
Trying to see how they move this ball around. There's a screen there.
Ryan looking for that shot. Well defended, though. This time it's coming up from the near wing. That one's going to go long, but St. Francis controls the boards. A little bit of a rush job on the pass there, and we're going to say Kingsford ball. Ryan didn't like that at all. Felt like it was off the defender.
The official's right there, so you got to trust what he's saying. And I'm only saying that because I'm up in the mezzanine.
It's a great spot to be, especially with all the pizza back here, too.
Yeah. You guys are probably getting hungry.
Starving.
You've been working this whole time.
That's right.
What was that? What's that called?
Yeah, we got left in the lurch while the boss is over sunning himself.
Wickern going to get called for the reach on that one. That's right. Yeah, he's down in Mexico just having himself a good old time.
Oh, is that where he's at?
Yeah.
He could at least called in.
Well, he did. He did. Just to show us the sunshine and the beaches and
nice take.
The fact that he's got a good tan going on right now.
It's a tough take by Olkinen.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, let's see if these Glads are going to start pressing in.
Had an open look there. It's the second time I've seen him with that. And
they've been taking shots from outside the key quite often now.
You got to be confident
for the past couple
fourth
minutes.
In the fourth period, you got to be confident to shoot it from that far back.
Olkinen with it, takes a spin move. Short jumper going to go off the iron. Coming back the other way. Here's Ryan. Tries to get it in the hole. He's going to go off the glass and out.
Yeah, he got left in no man's land, though.
Mm-hmm.
Nice pass underneath. And the block is Sorensen finds himself up on the top row there underneath.
I'll call that a passionate block.
He's got to be careful. His emotions will be a passionate technical.
Momentum carried him up there, Coach.
You got to get a full timeout by the Gladiators right now.
Probably a good time to do that, too. And, well, we'll keep it right here. Just want to remind you that, at Ray Graham Elk Rapids Invitational, teamwork, preparation, all those things matter. And the same is true with your small business. Bingham Insurance is here to make sure you're protected when the unexpected happens. So count on Bingham Insurance Company, proudly representing auto owners insurance. And also want to let you know, our friends at Professional Seamless Gutters, Ray Graham, Elk Rapids Invitational, well, they're a sponsor for us. We love to mention that they're there to take care of your gutters, especially here in the wintertime. You can trust Orion Beningo and his team at Professional Seamless Gutters to keep your home protected. Fast, experienced service, real-time quotes. Schedule your appointment today at 989-619-3407 and let them know that Next Level Broadcasting sent you.
Absolutely.
All right. Getting down to the home stretch here. Still just 2 points separating these teams. Kingsford with the lead at the moment. St. Francis been in control for the most part. After that big first quarter lead, they've been able to kind of hang on. Kingsford finally getting a chance to take over, and now Sorensen with an opportunity to extend that lead.
Yeah, you got a 2-point lead. You got a 2-point game, 4:30 to go, and 6 timeouts. It could be a little while.
That's true. Oh, that's true. And no shot clock.
And no shot clock.
Little long on that first one. Interestingly enough, Kingsford yet to have a foul here. Sorensen makes the second one, so we're at the 3-point lead here with 4.5. Bixby bringing it down for the Gladies.
Little 4-out, 1 in to start this set.
Back to the top, over to Bixby on that far
you
wing.
had a backside cut. You had an easy bucket you gave up.
Olkinen with it. Good hands. Kicks it over to Sorensen. Buckley now. He's going to work away from that screen. Sorensen there going to be a little bit long off the backboard, coming back the other direction. There's Ryan with it.
See if he can advance if he can. If not,
they're going to get him for a travel. No, they'll call that a, is that a,
what was it?
Looked like a hold. Away from the ball.
I'd say it was a hold underneath, maybe.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Second one on Sorensen.
Well, side out, long shot.
And again, that's just another, that's a forced shot. I just decided to take it without making sure it was the best shot.
Kriegel with it now. Coming back the other direction. He's going to try and get it underneath. Back out to Olkinen up top. Initially was looking for Buckley over there.
Yeah, but you can see now they got a 3-point lead. They're not going to waste any time. They're not going to, no sense forcing the issue.
Down to 3.5. Olkinen with it. Going to take it inside, and they're going to call a charge.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Interesting. It must be from up here, I'm going to say they're probably calling it from in lower in his head and kind of bowling his way in because there wasn't a player in a definite charge-taking position.
The previous two charges ago, it was, you could tell, it was Hirrigan actually who took that charge, who committed the previous charge, and again, it was the lowering the shoulder that got the referee's attention. Traverse City St. Francis now trailing by 3. 3-point play right there off the front of the iron. Rebound controlled by Kingsford.
It was a set to get a 3, just missed it.
Kriegel now coming back the other way. He's got Buckley who takes it underneath. Tries the reverse. Going to get the foul.
I love Buckley's aggressiveness, but again, coach's got to reel him in saying, yeah, I love the aggressiveness, but let's make sure it's there when we can just back it out and run the clock.
So Kingsford now in the bonus.
You know, you get that at the end of the game right here, and you start to get a little winded, right? You start taking those little short jump shots, taking the shots back, trying to get the buckets outside.
This is where I always talk to Shane about call it the 3 Fs: feet, focus, and follow through. If you can still concentrate on all 3 of those, even when you're tired, you can make a big bulk of your shots.
Olkinen with a fantastic offensive rebound on there.
Just kind of outreached and put it back, right?
3-point play on that exchange. And that gives Kingsford a nice lead here as we've got 2:50 to go here. And again, they've got coming back the other way.
Timeout by coach.
I do have to say, Kingsford's got a good little rally going on.
And I think Buckley was looking for, what are we doing? Not sure.
Yeah, so we get this quick timeout. We'll go over something we were talking about with what we got, a 6-point lead.
Yeah, let's take a look at the coach's corner here.
So just something once we get her up here, just real quick, something I talk about. You could go 50, some type of stall play. Keep all this open in the middle. You can keep the ball here wherever you want to start it. Basically, you're just looking to drive and get other defenders to come and stop you. If they're not going to stop you, then take up the slack and take the layup. Otherwise, the defenders are going to sag off, come stop you, then you can pass it out. Then they would cycle, take your spot, then they could cycle, come back here, and then you've got your 50 or your 5 out again. If you can get this drive, if you can beat this guy and drive, then what's going to happen? This one's going to have to slide over, or this one is to stop you, and then you've got a wide open shot at the short corner. But again, you've got 2 ways to do this. You can run this looking for a wide open basket by the bucket, or you can do it to just keep weaving around and run the clock out. So you've got 2 ways to run this play.
There's your coach's cam, Eric. Appreciate that.
I have a sneaking suspicion that Kingsford's going to be looking for running down the clock now. and weaving on the outside. We'll see what happens.
And, of course, the Coach's Cam is brought to you by the Lake House, the Ray Graham Elk Rapids Invitational, proud to be supported by local businesses like the Lake House, where Northern Michigan living comes to life. Whether you're looking for gifts, home decor, or something special for your pet, Lake House in Charlevoix's got something for everybody. Visit them, 403 Bridge Street, or online at thelakehousecharlevoix.com.
Appreciate it.
Olkinen now with the ball. 6-point lead for Kingsford. Buckley, lots of pressure now coming.
Creating that pressure to get them to give up that ball. They just want to set back.
And they're kind of doing it as you drew it up, Eric.
Yeah, just, instead of like a 5 out, they're putting one guy in the middle, and if they need to, he's going out and setting a screen for him.
Errant pass there, and it's going to be St. Francis hustling for it.
Should go back to Kingsford.
Ball.
Yep.
Last touch by St. Francis. A lot of hustle, though. Maybe a little too much sometimes.
Well, and that's just, and that's where you got to talk. You really got to keep your spacing when you're trying to run clock, because all of a sudden you do 1 or 2 moves, and all of a sudden you're a little bit closer, and then you're a little bit closer, and then all of a sudden your spacing's not correct, and you're helping out the defense. So you really got to keep your spacing.
Used to tell our soldiers sometimes you got to slow down to speed up. Kriegel lays that one in. 8-point lead now for Kingsford. Ryan tries to work it inside. Off the glass, going to be no good. Kriegel controls the rebound for Kingsford. Going to slow things up here with 1:48 on the clock. 8-point lead. Finds Olkinen. Bixby pressuring him. Back to Kriegel. Over to Buckley.
Yeah, St. Francis has to come out of their defense almost like they're sitting in a zone. You almost got to just go out and get in their face. Or you can go out and rotate your man-to-man over and cut off all the short passes. See if you can't get someone, get a steal or catch a skip pass.
You read my mind. They need to get out of the zone and get that ball if they want to make a change.
Kriegel laying it in on a beautiful pass.
Yeah, in the zone you're going to over-rotate and give up something on the backside.
St. Francis now trying to work something inside. That's going to go off the glass, off the front of the rim. Kriegel with the ball again. Wickern trying to pressure him. There's Olkinen now. Back to Kriegel. Under a minute to go here, and he's going to have to reach in there. That's Bauman with the reach foul, just to stop the clock and force the action. 44.3, and it's a 10-point lead here. Kingsford in the driver's seat.
I have a question.
Fire away.
St. Francis score this period?
They did not.
I was just going to say that. It's been about 3-4 minutes.
Throw that out there.
Yeah, they did not. It was a 36-34.
36 was on the clock at the very end of the period.
Yep, 36-34 when we started this fourth quarter.
Terrible question.
You forget Troy's a gladiator now. All right, extends that one to 11 with the made free throw.
Sometimes you have to ask the tough questions.
There we go. St. Francis inside. That one's going to be good. So there we go. Bauman.
Nice take with the timeout.
Gets that one in there, and we're going to keep it right here. Hey, just want to remind you, we got to say thanks to Sky Media 45 for supporting the Ray Graham Elk Rapids Invitational, locally owned drone media business, capturing the beauty of northern Michigan from the air with professional aerial photography and videography. Visit them, skymedia45.com, to learn more.
Yeah, those guys do a great job.
You guys are doing a great job, and I can't thank you enough for letting me sit in. Thank you.
We appreciate you coming and hanging out with us,
Heck
Troy.
yeah,
it's
man.
not often we get
it's nice to get guests.
I was hoping you'd
Elk
grab some pizza and get all over the controls here.
Elk Rapids seems to be the home of guests. I know I had a guest in a couple times during football season here at Elk Rapids. One of their coaches came in a couple times. So
would you
nice
have me
when we get people in here?
Can I invite myself back again?
Oh,
absolutely.
We'd love to have
Come
you
on back
here.
tomorrow.
For sure. 2 games tomorrow.
What do we got here? How many seconds were left?
We've got, I think we're 40-ish seconds to go, I think, in the game.
33 maybe around as I'm looking at our...
yeah, 33. That's right.
Looking at our producer's graphics there, doing a great job.
I was looking at the scoreboard trying to figure it out.
Watching the timeout dwindle down.
Timeout. Why is the clock running? Oh, fantastic. Here we go. The final 33 ticks. A lot of energy in this game, and I tell you what, speaks volumes. I expect to see St. Francis thoroughly in it tomorrow with whoever they end up playing in that consolation bracket. Really impressive effort by them. And of course, Kingsford, a lot of what we expected to see, it just wasn't there to start that fourth quarter. And again, going to draw the foul. Buckley needs to just relax just a little bit. You're in the driver's seat.
Yep.
No need to pick up anything extraneous.
Got to hand it to the Glads. They're going to finish strong. It looks like they don't just want to sit back and finish out the game.
I think that's just being a gladiator. No matter what sport we've covered with them, they never mail anything in, and even no matter what's going on, they play hard till it's triple zeros no matter what.
Buckley makes the first one to give him the 10-point lead back. And don't forget to stick around for the Professional Seamless Gutters post-game show and our game break as Buckley makes the second one go. 11-point lead now with 23 seconds left on the clock. Gladiators bringing it back the other way. Going to try and get it inside. Gets a hand on that ball. It was good effort there by the defense as they go back the other way. That's Sorensen, makes that one count. 7 seconds now on the clock, and that one's pretty much going to do it. We'll see what St. Francis is able to do with this final three-point attempt.
Well, there you go.
The glass. They'll say it's a 2. So your final score tonight from the Ray Graham Elk Rapids Invitational, Traverse City, St. Francis not able to hang on to that lead. Rather, I was going to say Elk Rapids.
Well,
Kingsford, yes, the Flivers, and we'll have to talk about that in the postgame. The Flivers 51, Traverse City St. Francis 41. We're going to go ahead and step aside. We'll be back with some postgame thoughts. That's all coming up next on Next Level Broadcasting's coverage of the Ray Graham Elk Rapids Invitational. We'll be right back.
I got one for you, boss.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what's black, white, and dented all over?
I give up.
The company truck? Yeah, it's bad. But thanks to our agent, we've already submitted the claim and can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Lucky for you, that's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
With unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more, the Lake House on Bridge Street offers so many things to make your home or even your visit to Charlevoix that much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehousecharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
I got one for you, boss.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what's black, white, and dented all over?
I give up.
The company truck? Yeah, it's bad. But thanks to our agent, we've already submitted the claim and can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Lucky for you, that's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
All right, welcome back to the Pro Seamless Gutters post-game, well, rather the game break show because, well, we've got one more game to play here.
Yeah.
But before we get too far down the road on that one, Eric, if you could just kind of summarize what we saw in that first one.
Boy, we saw a tale of two teams and tale of a couple of different periods and two halves. I mean, you had Kingsford started out not Kingsford, and St. Francis kind of looking like Kingsford, you know, getting up and down the court and hitting multiple threes. And then Kingsford kind of flipped the switch and started coming back and looking like the team that we expected. St. Francis just kind of leveled off, you know, and got away from their aggressiveness. Kingsford coming back, you know, establishing their identity, and in the end being the more cohesive team at the end, pulling out the small victory.
Well, and that's kind of what we expected to see throughout the game is what we saw in that fourth quarter from Kingsford. Really scrappy and a lot of good transition, you know, that defense creating transition offense.
Yeah, I give a lot of credit to Jet Buckley and the rest of his teammates. You know, Buckley also, he was not just scoring 13 points tonight to lead his team, but the intangibles, like I said, during the fourth period, you know, the passing, the aggressiveness, being around the basket,
yeah.
just his sheer will kind of instituted their will, so to speak, into upping their game.
Well, and that pressure, too, is a psychological effect. It just wears you down over time.
Well, yeah, and I can't say it enough. I've always been a pressing coach, and it's not just trying to get steals and easy buckets. It's about wearing the other team down, no matter if it's at full court, half court, or just in your face at quarter court. You want to wear that team down so where they're making the mistakes they don't usually make, and that's your time to take over.
So kind of break down the stats. We were talking offline a little bit about just the tail of the numbers. What did it show you?
Yeah, real quick, we'll just break down the scoring for both teams. For For Traverse City St. Francis, Jake Bixby with 2, Reef Weckering with 12, Lewis Ryan with 9, Mikey Bowman with 9, Mason Holscher with 6. I don't think he played the whole second half, and George Herringa with 2. For Kingsford, Owen Olkinen with 12, Jet Buckley again leading the way with 13, Jack Kriegel with 12, Gage Sorensen with 10 to get 4 players in double figures, and Matthew Sundquist rounding out the scoring with 2 points.
Well, Eric, I tell you what, it was a pleasure to see that that effort from those 2 teams, and we've got 2 more teams still to come. But before we get into setting you up for all that, we need to take you down to the game break spot there. Jared Stamen is standing by with Troy, and they're going to talk a little bit. About some pizza, hopefully, and a little more about this Ray Graham Invitational, this beautiful tournament. And we'll be back with Game 2 coming up in just a bit here on Next Level Broadcasting. Over to you, Jared.
All right, guys, we're back down on the court, and I'm joined again by Troy Hall. You know, you heard him up in the studio, but he's back down here with me again, and we were talking a little bit during the break what we kind of thought about the game, but what were your original thoughts of that second half?
Thanks for that. I was watching Kingsford in the very beginning, in the first period. They were having the outside shots. They kind of weren't driving the board, but then it kind of swapped at the end there, didn't it? And even at the end, I don't think the Glad scored on the very last quarter there. I don't want to bring it up, but that kind of hurt my feelings.
Yeah, it looked like that shot, was right at the buzzer. I think ended up being 47-36, and I kind of saw the same thing. We mentioned it in our halftime report. A lot of threes early by Kingsford, and just kind of chucking them up in the first quarter. Not really a lot landing, and then they got the inside game with 2 and 0, and
changed it up on that second period, and that helped them out dramatically.
Yeah, then we really saw a game plan switch, but we got a next game coming up, and I know, your heart lies with the Gladiators, but the Elk Rapids Elks, a couple nights ago, in case you weren't aware, they played the Glen Lake Lakers, who have been a pretty good basketball program over the last couple years, and they won by 20 points.
Look out.
So, this is one of the only teams that there's film on, and this other team, Skoda Evel, they've never came up here before. They're not part of the Northern Michigan Coop per se. So,
you
do you think that Elk Rapids?
Territory.
Yeah, you think Elk Rapids, especially with the home field advantage, has a chance of just mopping the floor with them, or do you think this team's going to come in with the Marooners just going to say, you know what, Elks? I don't care you beat the Lakers by 20. We're going to prove to these up north teams what South football is like.
I'm watching the boys out there right now. They actually look pretty nimble. They look good.
Yeah,
they really do look good. They're out there. They're moving. They're pushing the ball around, looking for guys, getting the inside shot. Yeah.
Yeah, and one thing that lies a little bit close to my heart is we all see it on the warm-ups, but they're wearing striped pants, like the Hoosiers. And I spent a little bit of time at Bloomington, Indiana, and they got a good football team. We'll be placing Saturday night for all you folks going to face your Buckeyes.
Look out.
We had a little conversation. Yeah, we're both from Ohio. The state down under per se. Not really liked up here much, but it's our disability, as the Michiganders say.
Always try to keep that a little quiet, but now it's out of the bag, isn't it?
Well,
But what is with these striped pants?
I don't know. Maybe they just look cool, Troy.
It's classy.
It's classy. Those Hoosiers back in the day with Bobby Knight used to be a dominating team, and I think that's what they want to do with Kevin Ball tonight. That's the head coach of the Elks. I think we're going to see a pretty competitive match, but like you said, I think the Elks are going to come out here with a statement, and they'll be facing
Can't thank you enough for having me
in the next round. Yeah, of course, Troy.
Keep it classy. Look at you. Keep it classy.
I
thank
you.
A hat next time.
Yes, you sure do. And we're going to send it to commercial. You're watching Next Level Broadcasting. We'll see you soon.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
with unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more. The Lake House on Bridge Street offers so many things to make your home or even your visit to Charlevoix that much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehousecharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown cherry capital airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Next Level Broadcasting's presentation of the Ray Graham Elk Rapids Invitational. It's Game 2, Elk Rapids, Ovid-Elsie. Here we go. Let's get it on. Are you ready?
It's going to be a great night.
Absolutely. Brought to you by TVC Cherry Capital Airport, getting you to your winter destination. If you're looking for fun in the sun, they're going to hook you right up. Make sure and check them out at tvcairport.com. All right. Let's see. We've got
some pizza in me. I'm ready for game 2.
I know, right? Got some energy going. That's a Pizza, our halftime sponsor, and we sure do appreciate them. TVC Cherry Capital Airport, our pregame sponsor for this one. And this is another one where we've got some tempo on one side of the ledger. We'll see if it pans out, but that's going to be something that Elk Rapids is going to have to deal with. They had a 15-9 season built on discipline, half-court execution, and defense, but on the other side, I mean, they're more about transition and run and gun.
Yeah, Elk Rapids is most dangerous when they're in rhythm. Communicating well on defense, protecting the basket, and limiting second chance points. Also their fundamentals and decision-making give them an edge in tight games, as it looks like we're getting ready for starting lineups and little national anthem, maybe?
Hard to say. We've been playing basketball here all day. A lot of junior varsity games and freshman games going on. This, of course, you're just seeing the varsity matchups tonight, but the Ray Graham Elk Rapids Invitational Tournament featuring freshman basketball, JV basketball, varsity basketball. Petoskey was even in the building with a freshman team to start off the evening, so we definitely appreciate them, and it looks like we're going to do our national anthem. So while we get ready to pay respects to the nation, we'll step aside for a moment. Well, we'll keep it right here, pay our respects to the nation, and then get this one set up. It's going to be a great game 2 here tonight with Elk Rapids, the Elks, and Ovid-Elsie, the Marauders, coming from downstate. And that's kind of the neat thing about this tournament, too. Yeah, we've got one from all the way up, practically Wisconsin, up in the UP, Kingsford, and then, of course, some local teams, and then Ovid-Elsie coming from downstate.
Well, that was great. It was great because last year we had a team from Jackson here.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
This is my first one. This is the first annual, actually. All right, well, they're going to get the starting lineups here in just a moment. In the meantime, though, let's just take a look at these two teams again. Elk Rapids coming in tonight. Had a really good season last year, 15-9, and we talked a little bit about that style of team. They like to disrupt things with a half-court presence, and you mentioned, their danger when they get in rhythm. On the other side, we talk about Ovid-Elsie. They're coming into this after an 18-5 season. They made it to their regional final, and of course, they like to play with a lot of pace. They've got a dynamic offense, and they can score a lot of baskets. Baskets in bunches is kind of the key for them.
Yeah, Tom, the Marauders, they excel when they're outrunning the guards. They push the tempo, and their wings slash hard. They can stretch the defense quickly with their perimeter shooting, and they thrive on dictating the pace and forcing opponents to play faster than what they want to.
So, again, this is a some contrasting styles here from what it looks like, Eric. I mean, with Elk Rapids, that deliberate execution at the half court.
The matchup is all about contrast. Elk Rapids relies on structure and their deliberate execution, while Ovid-Elsie turns games into transition as we get the lights turned off for the introduction of the Elk Rapids starters.
Yeah, it's quite the dramatic flair here tonight. Of course, you can see a little grainy there with the gain. So quite the spectacle here. And this is a beautiful facility. If you haven't seen it, we're set up on, as Eric mentioned before, on the mezzanine, and it's actually 12 laps is a mile, and it's a nice little running track. It's pretty comfortable. I didn't actually do any running, but
Shane and I couldn't say enough of this last year. What a great job by the community making sure this facility came together. The weight room as you're walking in, I mean, I don't know if there's anything like that, walking in and seeing a scene there. Kids just constantly working out because that is such a cool weight room to walk into. And then this beautiful gym facility, and keeping the old gym as an auxiliary gym to be able to pull something off like this Invitational too. Great job by the Elk Rapids school and community.
So, we talked a little bit about the contrasting styles. What do you see as the keys to getting the win tonight, Eric?
Yeah, number one, let's control the tempo. Elk Rapids must slow the game and protect the ball. Number two, let's go to transition defense. Ovid-Elsie scoring runs start with the runouts. Elk Rapids, they have to get back. Shot selection, quality looks will determine momentum swings, and then we always say turnovers. Both teams, they got to feed off mistakes. One or two major miscues could determine the outcome, as a few miscues determined the last game.
Absolutely. Well, we've got Caden Schlicker going to jump it up here for Elk Rapids, and quite a tall player there as he easily wins that one, and Elk Rapids with the ball to get things started here. A little bit of a mishandle on that pass, and Ovid-Elsie excited about the creating the first turnover, one of those unforced errors.
Yeah, I'll be curious. You got a lot of noise in here from the Ovid-Elsie bench, too. Is that one of those teams that they really help to try to get you out of sorts with a lot of noise coming off the bench as well?
Like we saw in the previous game, too, Elk Rapids starting out with full court pressure just to kind of keep Ovid-Elsie off balance. They don't want to give them anything too easy, and Elk Rapids almost with a turnover there, as that one will go in off the back of the iron. Ovid-Elsie controls that one. A big block there on the jumper attempt inside the paint. Transition going to result in a first points by Cameron Kerfoot.
Yeah, good transition by the Elks. Not getting back quick enough, though. We talked about that in the first game.
Ovid-Elsie answers back. That was famous. Elk Rapids pushing the pace. Trying to work it inside is Horesco. It's going to be controlled, though. Rebound is
Jake
good.
Moore. Nice putback by Jake Moore. Kind of got out of sorts there with that first shot, though.
So nice pace to this one already to get things started. Is another turnover here coming back the other direction. Elk Rapids, he's going to get the charge. That was Fabus, Joel Fabus, doing a good job getting his feet set and drawing that charge.
You got to know that defensive position, and then if you see them getting in front of you, you've got to see if you've got trailers coming, and you've got to have trailers coming, at least one in the middle and one on the far wing, and maybe you can get a kick out or something as you've got somebody slicing up the paint.
So again, full court pressure by the Elks. Ovid-Elsie takes it back over half court, pulls up, jumper, fills it up. All tied up here for a piece. Fabus making himself known here early and often.
I thought you were going to say famous.
wants to be famous after tonight. We'll see how it pans out here. Just early in the fourth quarter, all tied up.
Nice down backside screen.
Lots of pressure there, though. They're giving nothing away. Elk Rapids, though, able to get the ball back and roll that one in. Nice little finger roll there by Cameron Kerfoot.
Yeah, don't mistake Cameron Kerfoot's size. He is a scrappy dude.
Ovid-Elsie coming back the other direction.
Yeah, Tyler Stanfest. Yeah, got to be careful with those back taps because those can be really cheap fouls, too.
Especially if you're on the wrong side of the official there. If they don't have a clear angle on where your hand is at the time, you can get yourself caught up.
It doesn't matter if you hit all ball or not. It's the way you use your hands and the way you throw it in there.
2-point lead for the Elks here, early going, working it underneath.
Almost a travel. Yep, they'll get it.
That's what they got. They call it a travel. That was Fabus trying to work it inside, get something going here. So the Elks showing some good tempo and some tenacious defense, creating turnovers early here. That's kind of the name of the game for them, it seems. Stanfest now working it inside, back out to Jake Moore. Skip pass. Big center taking his shot. That's going to be in and out. Rebound not controlled by the Elks. Coming back the other way is Ovid-Elsie, the Marauders. In transition, going to make that one count, all tied up again.
Yeah, didn't get good position for a rebound and then didn't get back on defense.
Travis Milner Jr. on a nice layup there. The Elks, now we're seeing that half-court deliberate approach here as he takes it into the paint. That one's going to be bounced outside, and here we go. Ovid-Elsie in transition. Not able to get the roll, but he gets the foul. Just a lot of speedy play there by Joel Fabus.
But again, you're seeing that unless you got somebody directly in front of you to stop your momentum, they're not going to slow down.
Fabus showing a lot of hustle. Saw that in Buckley in the last game, and Fabus is kind of taking on that role here. That first one's going to be a little bit short off the front of the iron. Got some substitutions for both teams here.
Not much knees, little short arm on that.
So Moore is going to check out, and it's Braden Flutie checking in, giving up a little bit of size for some quick hands and speed on defense. That one's going to go off the front of the iron as well, but Ovid-Elsie trying to control that. They kick it out for a three-point attempt. That's a little long. Yeah, they're going to get him on the reach there. Fabus going to be called for his first foul.
You are getting some more speed when you're bringing in Flutie too, because he played a lot of running back, doing a lot of jet sweeps and whatnot. And a great safety defensive back, running in a lot, and even in the linebacker position. So he knows how to run.
So the Elks with the ball now coming back, setting up that half-court offense. And an unforced error there. He was looking for his guard to come out, and just a miscommunication there. And so Ovid-Elsie with the ball back here. The Elks showing a little bit of pressure. Just some token pressure, really. Milner Jr., top of the key. He's going to work it inside. Fabus with it, nowhere to go. He's going to work it back outside, but little miscommunication there again, and we've got a foul coming back in transition.
Good hustle on defense by Elk Rapids. Again, they're very aggressive on the quarter court.
So Fabus just picked up, it was the other Fabus this time.
Timeout Elk Rapids, 30-second.
That was Chase Fabus with the foul on that one. So a timeout. Well, it's been some tempo already, and it looks like the Elks trying to slow it down a little bit, Eric.
I don't know necessarily if maybe it's just getting their legs under them first, because they're definitely capable of running the floor. Jake Moore can run the floor, stand fast, can attack the basket, and he's good at hitting the three. If he hits a couple of threes, he can go on a very streaky shot night for Elk Rapids. And again, bringing in Braden Flutie off the bench, you're not really losing anything, but you're actually just gaining speed and athleticism. And being a senior this year, you're getting a little senior leadership out there as well.
Well, just want to say thanks to Bingham Insurance. At the Ray Graham Elk Rapids Invitational, teamwork and preparation matter, and the same is true for your small business. And that's where Bingham Insurance is here to help you make sure you're protected when the unexpected happens. Count on Bingham Insurance Company, proudly representing auto owners insurance. So the Elks, again, just working that outside-inside game inside,
Nice
and there's a nice finish there by Schlicker on the inside.
Yeah, what you're seeing from Elk Rapids, what you didn't see too much of during the first game, there were some set plays working some inside and outside game.
Got a line violation down there, and so Ovid-Elsie turning it over. Again, that pressure defense, good positioning underneath, creating that turnover. The Elks with a 2-point lead and looking for more. Stanfest kicks it over to his wing. 3-point attempt, and it was probably not the best shot selection there, Eric.
No, and it's something, what that set play is, they're just setting double down screens and so the wings can come out. So if you've got that wide open three, why not? But you had someone in your face, so maybe not. Maybe use their momentum. Maybe you can drive, or once you've got that screen to get you open, maybe turn around and feed that big fella that just set that screen for you.
So Hresko is going to shoot 3 since he was outside the arch. First one is going to count. One more attempt for him. Jake Moore checking back into the game. Schlicker's going to take a seat. Not giving up a whole lot of size, but the strength. Schlicker brings a lot of that to the table here as the second shot is, or rather third shot is no good.
Oh, he got him to bite on it.
Did a good job, though, Hresko getting in front of the man and drawing that charge.
Yep.
And they're going to have to sit him down. That was Joey Fabus.
That was, obviously he put a little sell on that, but definite contact and a good call.
I think the coach is kind of working that at that angle with the official there. You can kind of see him talking about it a little bit.
Same play and setup for Elk Rapids. Get from the cow that's giving milk.
Stanfest works it back inside. Nice basket by Kerfoot underneath.
And again, don't mistake Kerfoot. He's a good player. 6 points already.
Not the tallest kid, but he plays big.
Braden Flutie with a foul.
Ovid-Elsie trailing by 5 here, trying to get something going. That Elk Rapids defense has just been tenacious, and they created.
I'm assuming didn't quite have possession, or it is on Braden Flutie as he got it on their side of the half court, but didn't have it possessed until the other side. So good job letting that go.
Stanfest working off that pick, shot up from the corner, and that one's going to fall short. Not sure if he got a piece of it or not. They're going to say that is blue ball, so last touch by Elk Rapids. Brody Howard going to inbound this one for Ovid-Elsie. Again, seeing that full court pressure. Milner Jr. takes it all the way in there and able to capitalize on another layup. Quick two, but back in transition is Elk Rapids. They're going to take a short little jumper, high percentage shot.
Nice shot by Jake Moore.
And that one's going to count.
Yeah, and you could have set plays for him inside too. He's very good at posting out.
Pull-up jumper there for Ovid-Elsie, not going to count. Going to be off. I think they were trying to. It looked like it was off of an Elk foot, but apparently not. The official had the better angle on that one, so the Elks coming back.
A few smiling faces along the sideline there.
Yeah, I guess. Stanfest gets it over to Kerfoot. He takes it inside, kicks it back out. Little jumper.
Nice.
Take that one all day. That's Mason Hilly.
Nice lead for Hilly. He had 4 defenders coming in to stop the drive.
Gonna get him on the reach.
Yeah, too much riding on the way in. Score a bucket, commit a foul.
Well, it's gonna give him a one-on-one opportunity. Or no? Guess not. Not yet. Elks trying to bounce that one out as well. So 15-8 Elk Rapids. We'll get that score fixed there for you on the scoreboard there. Ovid-Elsie now taking it inside, back out. 3-point attempt is up and good. Braylon Ela making that one count. So bringing it within 4 now as Elk Rapids comes back the other way. Skip pass down to the corner. He's going to go ahead and take a move inside. Gets the foul and the basket.
Hesitation and held the ball back before he finished with it.
Tyler Stanfus with a beautiful play, potentially a 3-point play.
Way to keep control, absorb the contact, and then hang on to it and finish with the left.
Stanfus gets his 3-point play. 18-11 your score here. Full court pressure again by the Elks. They are just giving Ovid-Elsie all they can handle here in this first quarter. Milner Jr., though, with a couple of good moves, dishes it off. His man wasn't ready, able to keep it in bounds, though. We'll see. He's kind of backed up in the corner. Ovid-Elsie, just not a lot of room to work here. The Elks just showing them some really good defense. Taking it inside. He's going to draw some contact there. It was a good play by Travis Milner Jr. to just force the issue underneath.
Yeah, able to get around his man and find the lane and at least get a foul. Second on Jake Moore. Yeah, I'll give Elk Rapids some credit, though, with their man-to-man. Even at the full court, they do a good job of watching and rotating when their man gets beat and making sure that there's nothing wide open.
First one good for Milner Jr. Plum checking in now for the Elks. Braxton O'Brien coming in for the Marauders. Second basket good there for Milner Jr. 18-13 now, Elks with the lead. As they come back the other way, Ovid-Elsie now showing a little bit of pressure full court.
Whoa!
And there he was.
Yeah, I ran into a large one.
Just checking into the game there, O'Brien already creating a turnover and a fall-away three by Milner Jr.
Wow.
Gets him within 2, though. Elk Rapids coming
Milner
back the other way, and Ovid-Elsie
taking it over right now.
Creating some turnovers. Milner Jr. kind of putting the team on his back a little bit as loses the handle on that one. The Elks coming back the other way.
Yeah, we got a little OOC syndrome, out of control going on right now.
3-point play is
nice
good,
shot.
and that's Fresco to get him back. Long pass that time. Miscommunication intended for Eel.
I love
Ela, sorry.
I love the fast pace as long as it's under control.
32 seconds left here in the first quarter. 21-16 your score. The Elks with the lead and the ball coming across half court here. Lots of action. Started to see some more pressure from Ovid-Elsie there. Elks doing a good job just kind of finding that open man. First one no good. Rebound. Going to get the roll there. Nice job by Fresco. Jaden's made himself felt early here as Milner Jr. again trying to.
Yeah, but that's like 2 or 3 times where he just kind of, I think he's trying to go faster than what he's trying to accomplish.
Sometimes you got to slow down to speed up. 3 seconds left here in the quarter. You almost have time for one quick pass and a shot, and that'll be half-court attempt is going to fall short. So at the end of 1, your score 23-16. The Elks with the lead. We'll be back with the second quarter coming up next on Next Level Broadcasting.
With unique gifts, home.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but my Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
There we go. Welcome back to the Ray Graham Elk Rapids Invitational. Second quarter getting ready to kick off here. The Elks with the 23-18 lead over the Marauders. And Eric, a lot of pace in that first quarter.
Yeah, kind of like got to stretch my neck out here. A little tennis action up here in the mezzanine, just going back and forth and back and forth. A couple shout outs from the YouTube chat line. Jason, yeah, we figured out the score. We were looking at our monitor and we got all that fixed. Thank you so much. And Nuclear Gaming says, go number 5 Ovid. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
They had a little bit of a drive to get up here. Certainly appreciate them coming in as Milner Jr. tries to take the shot. Draws the foul from beyond the arc, and that one's going to be on Schlicker. So Milner Jr. going to
get 3 free ones.
Going to get 3 shots from the charity stripe. So foul differential there. Ovid-Elsie with 5. Elk Rapids with their 4th. First one's going to be short off the front of the iron.
You never know how much free throws will play a part in the game.
Second one's good. 23-19 now. So it'll remain a 4-point game here as the second one goes off the front of the iron. Elk Rapids quickly in transition. Schlicker underneath with a nice off the backboard.
Nice job quickly getting it up the sideline and finding that trailer coming down the middle.
Kind of what you were talking about before. It's a good way to stay out of
sir.
trouble there with the charge.
We've got to play for that.
We'll get to coach's cam here at the half as that long 3 goes off the backboard, and Ovid-Elsie now coming back the other way. 6 points separating them and the Elks. Again, going to show him inside, not able to get the angle on that as he goes glass. Coming back, though, in transition with some speed. Going to kick it back to the outside, set up their offense. Resco with it now.
Yeah, but nothing wasted, though. They came down, had nothing. They were already set up, get the pass up top, and away they went to run their offense. Nothing wasted. Should have been a foul there. And we'll get it.
And they'll go ahead and get that called. Resco trying to make that cut, and their feet got tangled up a little bit, so they'll call Milner Jr., I think, for that one. That'll be his second. Brody Howard coming in now. He'll take the place of Braylon Ely.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful pass underneath. A good heads-up play by Schlicker to hit Standfast for the easy bucket.
You think Standfast is going to go up because he's a guard, and he just kind of quickly goes the other way.
Nice play there on the other side by O'Brien. Gave that little pump fake to give himself some room for the easy bucket.
And give 2 for the big fella.
Creating some turnover earlier, turnover earlier on defense that led to a good opportunity for Milner Jr.
Well, he played a brick wall there a few minutes ago.
He sure did, and we've got a jump ball on the floor. Milner Jr. at the bottom of that pile. He's in the middle of everything.
Yeah, he's been slip sliding all over the place here this half.
So the Elks get the possession arrow. Schlicker going to bring that one in. Cannon checking out.
Yeah, Kerfoot got a quick breather.
And we get the offense set underneath the Schlicker. No good, in and out.
Yeah, the old feed the inbounder play. Almost made it.
Again, that pressure Ovid-Elsie able to break it loose, but
Yeah, he expected someone on the backside. There was an Elk there.
Milner Jr. with a huge block coming back the other way. Is he fired up or what?
Yeah. You always love it when the big fellas can get up there and swat him away like that.
It's even better when it's the little guy getting
That's
up
why I
there
said
and
the
knocking
big
it
guy,
loose.
yeah, I know.
Well, you know what that's like.
I had a couple blocks in my day.
Not bad for a point guard.
That's right.
Kerfoot now shooting from the line. First one's good. Stretch that lead to 7. Milner Jr. going to take a breather. I think that's the first time he sat down since this game started. Second one good for Kerfoot. That lead extended out to 8 now. Fabus working it inside.
Yeah, leads aren't safe tonight, though. You had Gladiators leading by 10 plus, and then the first game ended up on the short end of that one.
Good discipline there. I tell you what,
Yes,
you
it
got to give
was.
that Plum just really
Yes,
good
it
discipline
was.
to take the shot that the defense was going to give him.
Very good patience.
Got his man elevated, stepped in, and took the high percentage jumper. Got a travel there. That's going to be on Fabus, Joel Fabus. 10-point lead now for the Elks with 5:21 here in the quarter.
Yeah, you've had a couple of times where Elk Rapids kind of seemed out of sorts with their pace, but for the most part, they really established their pace of play. And really haven't gotten out of sorts.
Goes up underneath. Nice finish. Kerfoot with a really nice finish underneath.
You know, he practices those spins with the hand down low like that.
Marauders not finding any answers here as the Elks extended to 12. Quick hands there, going to knock it loose, but the Marauders will hang on to this one. We're under 5 minutes to go here in the half. 12 points, all that separates these two teams. And like you said, Eric, these leads aren't safe.
No, nice take.
Good finish at the rim there, Joel Fabus. He's had a couple looks underneath, and this one goes for him. Cuts that lead to 10. Looks like a little bit of a zone look here. Away from the ball. Elk Rapids going to hang on to it.
Looks like Chase Fabus, we're going to grab his second foul.
Yeah, I didn't catch that one. Again, that's away from the ball.
Yeah, I
so
think they're calling a hold away.
anything they can do to kind of slow down that movement. And that's really been the key for Elk Rapids, just good ball movement as they go back underneath. And Kerfoot with almost the same move again.
At the same spin, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's very confident down around that basket.
3-point attempt now for the Marauders, no good. It's going to be rebounded, coming
Nice
back in
leak
transition to Kerfoot.
Yeah.
Blocking foul, he's able to get the contact and draw the foul.
You know, normally I'd say really not in position to throw up a shot like that, but he knew we had contact, so he was going to try to at least get the foul out of it, and he was rewarded.
And you could see he was leaning out there trying to make sure he got that contact and did a good job.
You're also getting Chase Fabus with his third foul also.
That's concerning here this early in the ball game. 4:02 here left in the half. First basket good. You know, the other thing Kerfoot obviously practices is free throws, which is something I'll tell you what, it's not the sexy thing to work on in your preparation for games, but man, is it important.
I'd shoot 80 to 100 before every practice started.
That one's going to roll in and out.
Of course, the announcer talks about free throws, and what happens, cameraman? He misses the next one.
That's right. I guess I just need to keep my mouth shut.
He was 3 for 3 until that last one.
Yep, that's all my fault. 36-23, here we go, 13-point lead. Marauders just haven't found an answer for this defense yet. Again, we got
that was close.
Looked like he was all ball, but apparently they're
close.
going to get that one. Schlicker should be his second.
Yes.
Shout out to our fabulous main camera operator, Isaac Dunson, making things happen for us. Our Chippewa. Got to say good luck. He's got finals coming up.
Oh, man. Yeah.
That's right.
Go get him, buddy. Fire up Chips.
I'll tell you, Central's got a great broadcast program down there. Their journalism program, communications master's program down there. Good school. Rebound controlled by Elk Rapids. A little bit of confusion there underneath at first.
Yeah, get it to a guard. There we go.
That's that's right. It was a good look underneath. Ovid-Elsie coming back the other way in transition. They got the big guy up and no, gonna just miss it off the back of the iron. O'Brien made one of those earlier, just didn't really have a lot of time to get himself set up, and that's going to be an easy call on number 20 there, Brody Howard with a bump.
It's almost he got crossed over and just he wasn't going to give up the layup. Yeah, and now as you get at sometimes, you get the head game battle starting to take place as you've got Howard trying to chirp a little bit in between plays as well.
Yeah, the official not having it either. Kind of gave him the what for. That one's going to go in and out. Stanfest. One more attempt here. Pretty good pace to this one too, Eric. Maybe not quite the same pace we saw in the previous game, but it's really been surprising because, you know, just like last game, it's a flip the script kind of situation as Stanfest misses his second opportunity. Full court pressure, though, by the Elks, and they're going to call a foul there.
I believe.
Yeah, that'll be a timeout.
Ovid's getting a timeout, yep.
All right, so there's your timeout. Yeah, no, it was, we were expecting to see a lot of pace from Ovid-Elsie, but it's the Elks who've really been dictating it.
Well, you know, Elk Rapids has been capable. What I like about Elk Rapids, too, is they are versatile. They can change their pace and make adjustments depending on what the other team's doing, which is a testament to their coach as well. But, you know, if you're not shooting at 80 to 100 times a game, then you're just not playing up and down fast enough.
Well, that's the name of the game. You gotta move that ball, and we've seen Elk Rapids do a really good job with that half-court set offense.
Yeah,
and just really doing a really good job too in transition, getting back, because that's been Ovid-Elsie's game. Is that transition? They will get down the floor quickly, but you know we've seen the Elks really do a good job getting back.
So, yeah, it's almost like so far they took the first couple minutes to see what they were dealing with, to realize how much oomph they had to put into getting back or what type of team they were going to have. And, yeah, they've made the proper adjustments so far.
3:09 here to go in the half. Ovid-Elsie inbounding. Again, seeing the Elks, some good pressure up front, trying to force that in. And so now you've seen a slight adjustment there as they pull back a little bit, try and get things set up underneath to O'Brien. He's going to get it all tied up there.
And again, with Elk Rapids defense, they're all rotating and helping. If somebody gets beat, they all rotate. Stop the drive and then rotate to take up the other person's man. And the only thing that should be open is the farthest away pass, which is how they rotate.
Got a
holding
hold
foul
there away from the ball, and they're going to call that one on Elk Rapids too. So Ovid-Elsie will hang on to it. It was Shockley's first foul.
Nice
take. Play. Good finish there. That was Carpenter Darling with his first points.
Nice strong take.
I've seen him really playing some good defense there for Ovid-Elsie, and Got a bump there. O'Brien knocked his own man into Jake Moore.
Yeah.
See who gets the call on that one. Now it's going to, unfortunately, that's going to be on Darling, even though it was O'Brien that kind of pushed him into there inadvertently.
Thanks,
lost
buddy.
his balance, yeah. Jake Moore making that first one count. 12-point lead now for the Elks. Second one's good.
Nice form, young man.
Yeah, absolutely. Full court pressure again. Ovid-Elsie works it away the other side. Gonna get some contact coming inside.
Definitely got him on the way up.
That was Joel Fabus there drawing the contact and getting himself an opportunity.
Yeah, so that's your third on Jake Moore. You got 2 minutes to go in this half, and you've got a 13-point lead. Probably should play it safe and sit that man for the rest of this half. It looks like, I don't know if they're going to bring Schlicker in for him, but I might want to sit Schlicker too because he has 2 fouls, and you don't need him getting his third before the half. So maybe play the odds and just look to get into the locker room with a lead and protect your fouls.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to have a clean sheet if you want to get through to the fourth quarter. And he makes the other free throw there, so we're down to an 11-point game. Stanfest with it, getting his offense set up. 3-point attempt is good. Mason Cannon with a cannon from beyond the 3.
First bucket of the night by him, and man, that was a confident 3.
It was like an NBA three-pointer there. He was way out there.
Got away with a foul on that one, I think.
Turnover. Elks coming back the other direction. We're going to give him another shot at it, and there it is, 2 in a row.
Call him. Oh, where is he? There he is.
Taking over. Cannon.
Call him Vinnie Johnson.
The microwave, look out. Got their hands again, those quick hands. Elk Rapids trying to nearly got another turnover there. They're fired up. And again, that swarming defense just putting all kinds of pressure on Ovid-Elsie. Brody Howard nowhere to go with it. We get some substitutions coming in for Ovid-Elsie.
Yeah, you can hear it, student section coming alive down there.
Yeah, you know, I guess it's pajama night here in Elk Rapids.
The one dude needs a candle to hold while he's down there. He's got the outfit for it.
Oh, man, student body.
Oh.
Long 3 off the back of the iron. They maintain control of it, though. Here we go, another 3-point attempt. That one is going to go off the iron and behind the backboard. 2 looks there and not able to get either one of them home. 44-27, your score here with a minute to go in the half.
Yeah, a minute to go. I mean, still got a whole second half to go. No sense trying to play for a last shot or something. Just play your game right now. It looks like Ovid's setting up in type of 1-3-1 right now.
With the personnel change, yeah, not surprising. Coming back the other way in transition now. They get it underneath. He's looking for a little bit of room. Blocked, though. That was Jordan trying to get up there and get the shot off, but that was blocked.
Nice
and a nice dump down. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Kerfoot knew that Stanfest was going to drive and get people to suck into him, and he just waited for that dump off.
I'll tell you what, he's one of those guards, makes his money down in the paint. You got to love it.
And just a heady player, and just those kids that know the game of basketball, to be in the right spot at the right time and to be in the right spot to take a shot. I mean, yeah, just a good basketball player.
So Ovid-Elsie get the foul there. Kerfoot going to be called for that one. Everybody in the bonus now. Brody Howard off the back of the iron. Looked like he rushed that one just a little bit. Not able to get either one of them as Elk Rapids comes back the other way.
Complete his follow-through at his target.
Skip pass over the corner, back to the top. Now back to the far corner. Three-point attempt is going to go off the front of the iron. Ovid-Elsie not able to control the rebound. Up for grabs, and see what we've got here. Bit of a scrum there.
Looks like we're going to call a foul.
Yeah.
Brody Howard's second foul. Yeah, it was, the ball was slipping around like one of those water balloons you do during beach day where you put the grease on it and try to pick it up.
Yeah, I've never been really good at that sort of thing.
No, it was one of them, yeah.
Caden Schlicker now makes the first one. 20-point lead now. The Elks taking control of this one. Got to feel good getting ready to go into the half with that kind of lead. 2 seconds on the clock, and makes the second one, 48-27. And that is going to be all she wrote for the first half. The Elks with the big-time lead, 21 points, 48-27. Stick around. We've got That's a Pizza halftime show coming up next on Next Level Broadcasting's coverage of the Ray Graham Elk Rapids Invitational. Be right back.
With unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more, the Lake House on Bridge Street offers so many things to make your home or even your visit to Charlevoix that much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehouseCharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Welcome back to Elk Rapids, the site of the Ray Graham Elk Rapids Invitational Tournament, the first annual. That's right, last year was the inaugural. This is the first annual, and it's the That's a Pizza halftime show. Of course, sponsored by one of our favorite pizza places on the planet. Appreciate Troy Hall coming in earlier from That's a Pizza, sponsoring our halftime show as well. Traverse City, they've got 3 locations. That's where great games and great pizzas just go together. You want their famous specialty pies or one of those fresh-made favorites, That's a Pizza going to deliver that flavor to all of Northern Michigan. So cheer for it. Stop by any of their Traverse City locations. Grab a slice of the good life at That's a Pizza. Well, we've got a heck of a game going on here. The Elk Rapids Elks taking that good season they had last year, and they're starting off with a bang already, 48-27 with the halftime lead there, 21 points, big time. And Elk Rapids, of course, going to make some adjustments, and you could expect Ovid-Elsie as well. Going to make some adjustments as they get ready to start this second half, and we're going to go ahead and look at some of those statistics a little bit later on. Eric will come on up here, and we'll talk about just how the numbers break down and maybe what adjustments are coming up. But in the meantime, let's head on down to the news desk. We've got Jared Stamen, and holy smokes, is that Shane Smith I see down there at the halftime desk? Boys!
Hey guys, welcome into our That's a Pizza halftime break desk. Here, Shane Smith joined alongside by my buddy Jared Stamen. We've been busy all evening long. I've been up there running the production. Jared's been here running one heck of a job on the production, or the hero shot. We got to give Isaac Dunson up there a lot of credit too for his main shot. It's been a great evening so far, and Jared, I want to bring some thoughts into here for you. So obviously, both teams have been playing very scrappy so far in this game, and it was a lot closer than it is right now in that first few minutes, but then Elk Rapids has just been running away with it. What are some of your thoughts here to begin in the first half of the game?
Well, you kind of mentioned it. The physicality of both these teams has been mind-blowing. The first game we saw definitely was not a not physical game, but this is just a whole nother level. The transition basketball, they're sprinting. It looks like a track meet. Both these teams, it's definitely, first game of the season for both them, except for actually Elk Rapids did play Glen Lake. So
that's right, and they won by 20 in that one too.
Yeah, so for Ovid-Elsie, this is their first time getting those basketball legs going, and that first half they were hitting shots. That was really they're playing hard, and they were keeping pace with this Elk Rapids team that wants to keep the pace going and have the team play at their pace. And looked like Ovid-Elsie was like, if you want to play at that pace, well, we want to play at that pace too. And it was great. And then the free throw numbers, that's really what it's been for me. They're both getting to the line a lot, but they're just not converting a lot for Ovid-Elsie. A lot of missed free throws, and that's why you see this lead at 19, even though it feels a lot closer than that. Both these teams playing just absolutely hard. Ovid-Elsie, we had a chance to talk to Kenyon Walker before the game, and he told us, this is a team that's not used to the up north basketball. They're not known. Most of the other coaches actually had no idea really anything about Ovid-Elsie. They're very unfamiliar, and they're here to prove themselves, and you can see it on the court. Whether they win or lose, Kenyon Walker's got to be happy with the effort his young guys are playing with.
And I want to ask you, speaking of Ovid-Elsie, as you mentioned, this is their first game. It's a kind of a younger team. Here's they're working their way through it. Even Kenyon Walker is a young coach of his own, really getting his feet wet here in some great Northern Michigan basketball. You mentioned the fast pace of play. Say that 10 times fast. Is this something that you think Ovid-Elsie should try and take control of and slow it back down a little bit? Is that something that would really help them, do you think? Or how do you think they should get back into this game?
Well, the first quarter of the effort was helping them a lot. They were getting fast breaks, getting out in transition, beating Elk Rapids. But Elk Rapids settled down, and their transition defense has been locked down ever since then. I think they need to take a breath, realize if they really want to, they can't really play at the place that Elk Rapids wants to play at right now. Take your time. They got to get those shots going again. Number one, I'm blanking on his name right now for Ovid-Elsie. He's had a heck of a first half, first quarter especially, and he had to take a break for the second quarter because he played pretty much the whole first half, so he's getting tired. Halftime will be a good time for these guys to Gatorade up and get those electrolytes flowing. I like to see this score get a little bit closer, but at that same time, Connor Steadfast, number 3 for Elk Rapids, he's been putting on quite the clinic, a lot of rebounds and just good at the free throw line, good at all 3 levels, and it's going to be a tough uphill climb for those Ovid-Elsie Marauders.
Well, speaking of Stanfest and all the rest of his cronies on the Elk Rapids Elk squad, as well as Ovid-Elsie, the Marauders squad, we're going to send it back up to you, Eric and Tom, to get into some more in-depth snaps here of this first half and get us right back into action here in just a couple of minutes. Back up to you guys.
Thanks, Shane. Thanks, Jared. Of course, we got some Dr. Dre in the background, and I mean, I don't know about you, Eric, but it's making me feel like I'm almost back in my high school days, right? It's the same old DRE. Oh, man. So let's talk about the numbers a little bit. First half numbers. I mean, obviously, the Elks total control of this one. Put your coach hat on for a minute. What are you seeing out there?
Well, for Elk Rapids, I mean, 48 points. And there's still some things that they can work on, but 48 points in the half, I mean, they're almost a half 100 for a high school game. So you got to say they're not doing stuff too bad tonight. But, again, there is some stuff to work on. They did get off to a little bit of a slow start, so to speak, as they're trying to figure out Ovid-Elsie. But their pace of play has really surprised me. And their continuity this early in the season, their half-court sets and the way they're able to run their offense, they are setting screens and they are getting wide-open looks and wide-open shots and back cuts and whatnot, like they've been practicing for months already. So it's a testament to them and their coach for where they're at this early in the season. And for Ovid-Elsie, it's just kind of maybe you throw something on the board for this half, and wash everything away, and then see if there's something, some type of transition or some type of adjustment that we can make to try to slow Elk Rapids down. Because it looked like your pace of play seems a little more out of control than Elk Rapids.
You almost want to see them go to a half-court game just to kind of get their feet under them, get something established, run more set plays, and kind of get away from that transition.
Yeah, and maybe it's not quite meeting Elk Rapids at full court and walking them down, but maybe it's finding their man and meeting them and walking them down at half court. That will help slow down some transition after a made basket. And if you can sprint back as soon as you can, once you know you're not going to get a rebound or get the ball and the other team's going to get it, you should be getting back to be able to find your man before he gets down the court. And then that should slow their tempo down a little bit, at least get into their half-court sets and stopping their cheap buckets.
Well, we're going to find out here real soon as both teams are back out on the floor. Going to get ready to get this third quarter underway. We appreciate That's a Pizza, our sponsor for the halftime show. Again, 3 locations in Traverse City. Check them out. They've got handcrafted some specialties. Your favorites are right there. And it doesn't matter if you're looking for the gluten-free, they've got you covered. So,
I've had a couple slices already.
So check it out. Beautiful pie from Northern Michigan's very best. That's a Pizza in Traverse City.
5 seconds on the inbounds to start the second half.
Not the way you want to go for Elk Rapids.
Interesting. I probably do exactly what Coach did. I'd put my hand on my forehead and just kind of look at the floor for a second.
What are we doing?
Yep.
So Ovid-Elsie now with the ball. Get things going here. Working it inside, right into the teeth of that defense.
I'll probably get Stanfest up top.
Yeah, looks like it. He was in pretty good position, but again, you got to keep those feet stationary. Brody Howard now going to get a chance to shoot a couple from the free throw line. Try and cut into some of this 21-point lead. And again, one of the things Jared even mentioned too, those free throws, you got to make those buckets. Something that the Marauders have struggled with a little bit tonight. As the second one goes. Coming back the other way now, Elk Rapids.
6 for 15, I think, on my unofficial book.
Stanfest with it. Gets the offense set. Finds Fresco. Back up top, and now over to Stanfest underneath.
Oh, he didn't even need the dribble. He could have turned and just gone up strong.
Good quick hands there for Ovid-Elsie. They're going to say the Elks will maintain control of that one, though.
Yeah, that last play, he had Schlicker coming around, and he could have used his momentum as he was getting the ball and just gone up through there and gotten that shot off.
O'Brien did a good job getting his feet kind of set. And again, those two are working together, and they're going to get O'Brien for the block.
Yeah, he's been checking him underneath as the play's starting to come out underneath. You can see him bumping him a little bit more and more, and you're displacing him, and obviously a little too much of that in front of the official.
That's his first foul. Going back underneath, O'Brien there, standing strong. Going to reset the offense now. Stanfest up top.
Coach calls a new play, and away we go.
Going to get a call there.
Going to get an illegal screen or something?
Looks that way. That was Chase Favis there. Drawing the foul.
So what you got is I was curious if they were going to do. They started Jake Moore for the third, and he just got that blocking foul, which gives him 4 with a lot of game to go.
A whole lot of game.
Might want to. I probably would have waited till halfway through this period before I tried another time slot with him on the court.
Ovid-Elsie again trying to find some room to work, and that's 3 is good. Braylon Ely from downtown. Cutting into that lead just a little bit more.
Second three-pointer from him.
This is one of those situations, too, where you can't do it all in one shot. You're going to have to just take it a bucket at a time as Ovid-Elsie gets the turnover, coming back in transition, up underneath, and that one's not going to go. Not able to save the ball either, so Elk Rapids will get the ball back.
Yep, right now, almost 2 minutes into the game, you're seeing a more active Ovid-Elsie team than you are from the Elks.
Yeah, especially from Braylon Ely.
Yeah.
Just good, quick hands all the way around. Joel Favis, too.
Meeting of the minds going on about something. But yeah, the more Otters seem to be the more aggressors, where Elk Rapids just seems to be happy where they're at the moment. Instead of, like you said in the first game, it's like step on their head. You don't want to just nick them here and there. You want to, kill the will, or so to speak.
Not sure what the timeout is. We'll wait and see. All right, so we'll inbound that one from way downtown. Ovid-Elsie setting up. Defense looks almost like a little bit of a hybrid zone. Well, maybe a man. There we go.
Almost,
underneath.
yeah, almost looks like it just until they come down the court. Another nice take by Kerfoot.
He's just wreaking havoc in the paint. Doing a good job underneath. O'Brien now with it. Three-point attempt is going to be a little bit long. Ovid-Elsie controls, back outside. Three-point play, that one's good. That was Chase Favis this time.
His first points of the night. Oh, the turnover by Kerfoot.
50-34, Kerfoot's a little bit slow getting up. Looks like he's all right. Back underneath. Rebound controlled by Ovid-Elsie. Shots up off the iron, rebound again. Initially controlled by Ovid-Elsie. They pick it up in transition, back down the other way for an easy bucket by Kerfoot.
We're not too far from Traverse City. You could have called that cherry picking a little bit.
Yeah, he's still a little bit sore from that last contact.
he's a little hurt in the groin area. You might want to get him out for a few.
Yep, they're going to go ahead and get that substitute ready to go. Looks like Flutie will be coming in for him at the next stoppage. Cuts it back inside, just not able to finish. That was Ely again. Had a good look, though. Kerfoot, that one's going to be a little bit short. Gets his own rebound.
Still playing hard regardless.
Bresco with it from 3. That's going to be a little long. Ovid-Elsie controls it. Coming back the other way, O'Brien does a good job. Just creating a little bit of a screen there. They'll kick it out to the three-point line in the corner. No, they're going to take it right back out to the top and get that offense started. Three-point attempt now from the far corner. Going to fall short. O'Brien, they're going to jump in and create a jump ball opportunity. That was Joel Favis getting in there and mixing it up. Seeing a lot of hustle from this Ovid-Elsie team despite being down 18.
Checking out Kerfoot as he's coming off. Just like I don't know if it's anything stretched as more as it was possibly something hit.
Seems to be stretching that groin just a little bit there in the corner, the water cooler there. Just trying to get it loosened up. I can't feel good. Milner Jr. now back in the game for Ovid-Elsie. And that's going to be a contested ball.
Yeah, nice haul down by the linebacker slash safety slash former quarterback Braden Flutie.
Any relation to Doug, I wonder?
No, it's spelled different.
Got the same tenacious style of play, though, doesn't he?
He's been fun to watch. The 2 years I've been following these guys.
That one's going to be thrown away, and Ovid-Elsie now with the ball back.
Elk Rapids as a whole, for that matter.
Great community, too.
I love coming down here. I tell Brett, the AD, I would come here all the time if I could. This place is great, and they do a wonderful job, and they take care of us really well.
Again, Ovid-Elsie kicking that ball out, trying to find an open 3 look. I feel like just not going to get it all back in one shot, Eric. Milner Jr. now with it. He's going to take it inside, throw it up, and it's not going to go anywhere, but good
kind
hands.
of a floater from the hip, wasn't it?
Got to just slow it down just a little bit. Dalton Jordan rushed that pass a bit and not able to find Milton Jr. on the far corner. 18-point lead stands. Elk Rapids with the ball coming back the other direction. Stand fast. Good defense there. Milner Jr. in there with Chase Fabus as well. Mixing it up inside. Elk Rapids going to hang on to the basketball. 3:20 to go here in the third quarter. Up
nice
underneath.
Inside to Jake Moore. You got to use the glass, young fella.
Able to create a turnover. Good hands, quick hands by Ovid-Elsie as the Marauders come back down the other way. Milner Jr. finds his man in off the glass. There you go, Dalton Jordan with a nice finish at the rim.
Nice look by Milner Jr. there on the backside. Should be going the other way. Yep.
Rushing that one just a little bit is Mason Hilly. Ely's coming out. Joey Fabus coming back in. Cut this one down to 16 now. Ovid-Elsie. Got a blocking foul on that one.
That's Jake Moore. He's out of there.
And that is his 5th. So that'll be the end of his night.
So
and,
with a period and 2:41 to go, you're going to see one of your better interior people leave the game for the night.
Schlicker going to have to pick up some slack and not draw any more contact tonight. How many fouls he got, Eric? I'm tracking about 2 or 3 on him.
Schlicker's got 2.
The jump ball there in the far corner. Ovid-Elsie will hang on to it. The possession arrow in their favor. Milner Jr. going to inbound that ball and get their offense set up.
Yeah, and I'll give it to Elk Rapids, though, too. They may not have that many bigs, but they do have a lot of versatile players because you could play Stanfest at possibly the 3 or the 4 if you had to as well.
We're going to say that's last touch by Ovid-Elsie, so Elk Rapids with the ball. Seemed like he just rushed that just a little bit, lost the handle on it.
Oh!
Speaking of, coming back the other direction now.
Well,
that
I like
pass
to say,
just a little hot for Cannon.
They hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands.
Oh, man, I've been there. That's why I watched a lot of your games from the bench. Oh, man. Coming up on the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter, Milner Jr. setting it up for Ovid-Elsie. Gets the pick, trying to work it underneath. He's going to go reverse layup and in.
Quick timeout by Coach.
That's what you want to see. Well, there you go. Maybe just a little bit of a spark there. Milner Jr. going to shorten that up now, a 14-point lead with 1:55 to go here in the third.
Will we see some type of pressure, them start moving up the court a little bit, too? Again, it's not like they've completely gone away. What is it? 14-point lead. So, yeah, a little bit of a comeback here. It's a little pressure. Maybe you can get Elk Rapids out of sorts. Maybe get it down to 10 points by the end of the period, early on in the period. Give yourself a chance.
Well, here at the Ray Graham Elk Rapids Invitational, proud to be supported by local businesses like the Lake House in Charlevoix.
Yes, it is.
Where Northern Michigan living comes to life, whether you're looking for gifts, home decor, or something special for your fur baby. The Lake House has got something for everybody. Visit them 403 Bridge Street or online at thelakehouseCharlevoix.com.
Yeah. Open house tomorrow. Can't wait.
Sweet. All right, the Elks with the ball coming out of that break. Getting back to more of that ball movement we saw in the first half.
Little 5-0. Looks like a little weave action coming on from Elk Rapids right now. See if you can't just drive and dish.
Scrum underneath, they're able to hang on to it, but oh, mishandles it on the outside. Flutie. That pass was a little bit out in front of him. He was able to get his hands on it, but couldn't control it. Ovid-Elsie now with the ball back and able to try and get this lead down to about 12.
Be curious. You got Kerfoot back in, see what his lateral movement's like.
Show pressure, but Flutie going to back up, meet him at half court. And he'll pick up the foul there on the reach.
El Cheapo out by the 28-foot mark.
Yeah, you don't like that.
I mean, unless you're Curry or Clark, why are we guarding people? It's like you're not going to shoot it from out there most of the time.
Milner Jr. up underneath. Gets the roll.
Yeah, he's house of fire right now, looking to attack the basket.
Under a minute now here in the third quarter as Elk Rapids sees that lead down to 12.
Yeah, another
Back
nice
to
take
14
by that young man.
Kerfoot finding himself underneath again. Turnover. Milner tries to sell the charge. He's not going to get it, but
yeah.
You do get a blocking foul coming the other way as Fresco does a good job getting some contact on his way in.
Yeah, you had a good screen down there as he was coming in and then able to get in position to get that foul.
40-1 here to go in the third quarter.
Carpenter Darling with his third foul.
You could hear a pin drop in the student section. O'Brien checking back in for Ovid-Elsie.
I think it pretty quiet in there, didn't it?
It sure did.
Cinderella story.
Sometimes I wonder if that isn't worse,
right?
As the shooter, where it's just unnaturally quiet all of a sudden. Oh my goodness, here we go. Ovid-Elsie now with the ball, half court, 30 seconds here in the quarter. Bryant comes out, going to set that screen underneath, and that's going to roll out. The Elks in transition. Fresco, he's going to go to the contact, draw the foul. That's going to be a block on O'Brien.
Yeah, you knew he was going to at least get contact. No legs? You have to learn to shoot when you're tired, Tom.
It's one of those things, yeah. You're exactly right. No flex at all. There we go. Got up on his toes there. That one's going to be a little bit long off the back of the iron, coming back the other way in transition.
Well, he was standing there like he had a bad back or something.
Milner Jr. with 10 seconds to go now on the clock. Tries to get that offense set up. The Elks create the turnover in transition. They've got numbers. There he is, Flutie. He gets the roll as the buzzer goes. So they extend it to 16 just at the end of the quarter. Nice effort in transition, and you're seeing that defense kind of rear its head there toward the end. And, Ovid-Elsie doing a pretty good job trying to claw back and cut into some of that 21-point differential they had at the beginning of the half. Got it down to 16 now. Hey, just want to quick say thanks to Bingham Insurance. Of course, teamwork and preparation matter in all things, but especially true if you've got a small business and they're there to make sure that you're protected when the unexpected happens. You can count on Bingham Insurance Company, proudly representing auto owners insurance. And of course, if you're watching great basketball and it's got you dreaming of warm weather, TVC Cherry Capital Airport's got your ticket to the sunshine. Just ask our friend Charles Strail. You can choose from 20 nonstop destinations from the beaches in Florida, Mexico, the Caribbean, desert, Gulf of Arizona. You can fly anywhere. Connect easily with American, Delta, United. Winter flights are selling quickly. Book now, tvcairport.com for the latest schedules and details.
Love me some TVC.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm wrapping up the semester, and I get to look outside as I'm teaching, right? Look outside and see the flight line. It's a beautiful thing.
I say it all the time during the broadcast. We take TVC all the time to Atlanta for our buying trip to the store every year. So it's so convenient just to hop on a Delta, get down to Atlanta for a week, and then come back and have a short trip to get home after being completely exhausted walking 5+ miles a day.
Well, here we are, the fourth and final quarter. Flutie's going to inbound. Drew Plum with it now. Stanfest going to take a breather here as we get the fourth quarter started. Big man's going to post that one up from 3 off the front of the iron, but he gets his rebound.
Again,
Back
don't
onto
force
the top.
it. Don't force it unless it's in your arsenal.
A little bit of a scrum for the ball. Hands reaching, and
got a timely timeout taken by Elk Rapids before the jump ball.
there we go. So it'll be Elk Rapids ball when they come out of the break. Hey, just real quick, too, want to say thank you so much for Professional Seamless Gutters. Of course, they're sponsoring the Ray Graham Elk Rapids Invitational, and they'll be part of our post-game coverage as well. That's Professional Seamless Gutters. You can trust Orion Beningo.
That's our good buddy.
Team. Yep, that's right. They're going to take good care of you, keep your home up to speed and protected with those professional gutters. Fast, experienced service, and real-time quotes. You can schedule your appointment today. Give them a call, 989-619-3407, and let them know Next Level Broadcasting sent you. We've got plenty of action, too, tomorrow. You want to tune in for that. We've got 2 games. Of course, we'll have the finals at 1 o'clock. And what are we doing? The consolation game at 11?
The finals at 1. The consolation's probably about 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I think so. We'll get those times for you. But we'll be bringing that to you here on Next Level Broadcasting. Traverse City St. Francis will be in that consolation game.
Every day is a great day for basketball.
Kingsford in that championship bracket, and these two teams
Oh,
trying
he
to
wasn't
sort
even
it
looking.
out. Milner Jr. racing down the court, going to get one in. There we go, lays it up and in.
Well, you know what he's going to do. See, if you got the time, you just got to get in front and absorb the charge.
Got a hand reaching in there. That's going to be Milner Jr. for the reach. Got a good chunk of slicker on that one. That's number 4 for Milner Jr. He's the spark plug. You really don't want to see him. If you're Ovid-Elsie, you don't want to see him coming out of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
With number 5.
Yep.
Elk Rapids controlling the inbound. Bresco with it now, top of the key. Trying to work it back inside. Flutie with it now, gets bumped.
Oh.
And yeah, he was looking for slicker, but that one was just off.
Got a little off balance for that wraparound.
Yeah, got bumped just enough to knock him off his trajectory. Stanfest checking back in the game now. Flutie will be checking out. I'll tell you what, Tyler Stanfest, for a guard, he's got some length to him. He's going to be a problem.
Yeah, like I said, he could play the 3 or the 4 if you need him to, because he's versatile.
A little bit of a hesitation there as he tried to go in. We've got We've got a jump ball on one side and a reach foul on the other side. We'll see what the officials go with here. They're going to go ahead and call it.
I'm assuming the senior official is going to get that one. Second on Cameron Kerfoot.
Which is good. Schlecker was in the same vicinity, so. Milner Jr. now with the ball, top of the key for Ovid-Elsie. Marauders trailing by 14 here. Still have some time, and of course, plenty of timeouts.
Nice.
He gets a hand in the lane.
Now don't force it. Nice lead for the guy filling the lane.
Gets the contact. Going to be back to the free throw line. That was good, smart play there both ways in that transition.
Good job by Stanfest, too, getting out there, knocking the ball, and then filling that lane and getting rewarded at the other end.
A junior, too, so he's going to be a problem for people for a while. Man, oh, man. You just hate to have to play with a point guard. You hate to play.
Well, Stanfest is a good basketball name here in Elk Rapids. They've had a couple of Stanfest come through here that have been pretty darn good.
That one's just a little bit long. Initially looked like Ovid-Elsie was going to get that one, and they'll say it was off of Elk Rapids. It was kind of tough to see from this angle, but Ovid-Elsie now with the ball and a chance to try and cut some more of that lead down. Milner Jr. now with the ball. Gets his offense set up. Lets that screen get set. Makes a move inside, draws some contact. That's going to be on his counterpart, Tyler Stanfest.
It's only his second.
Milner Jr. a little bit of a hitch in his step there, just a bit coming out of that play. He's got to be exhausted.
I mean, he's the one being the aggressor, though. He's taking the most free throws out of the team tonight, looking to attack the basket.
First one in and out.
But only 50% from the line so far tonight.
Student section.
Yeah, they're hounding him at the other end, that's for sure.
Well, second one is gonna go in for him there. Stanfest bringing it back. Elk Rapids not very deliberate. They're not really trying to push the issue too much. If it's there for them, we've seen them do it in transition, but again, just kind of patient with that half-court offense. Bresco going to take a shot from three, and he's going to fill it up.
Yeah, no reason why not to. He hit one in the first half when they started out fast, so if it's a confident shot, go ahead.
Nice open look for him, too. Ovid-Elsie able to hang on to that one. Flutie. Sorry.
Whoa, we're going to get an
famous.
offensive that way. Yeah, definitely. Howard brought his hand way up. Almost looked like he almost got him in the head.
Yeah. Oh, man. I always chuckle. You know, the fans always come up with some new stuff.
Yeah.
Really doesn't seem to affect the players at all. They're not paying
No.
attention to that. It's entertaining, though.
Can't be too bad if the AD's not standing by him yet.
That's true. Three-point shot, in and out. They control the rebound, though. There it is. Put back by Schlicker is good.
Yeah, timely putback. His first points of the second half.
Milner Jr. going to try and work it around inside. Try to get some contact there.
Yeah, Kerfoot expected him to drive and try to get the charge. You get a transition, easy two by Horesco.
Got a timeout. Ovid-Elsie.
Back up to 20 points.
Yeah, Elk Rapids just kind of taking their time, methodical.
But again, they were kind of methodical, and not, again, like you said, taking their time. Again, had that nice little burst to get it right back up to 20 to force that timeout. Probably put this game out of hand.
Hey, want to thank Sky Media 45 for supporting the Ray Graham Elk Rapids Invitational, a locally owned drone media company. Veteran-owned business as well. Capture all the beauty of northern Michigan from the air with professional aerial photography and videography, mapping and inspection services available as well. Visit skymedia45.com to learn more and look at those beautiful shots from our drone earlier today. And what a beautiful facility, Eric.
Yeah,
my
man,
goodness.
we talked about that earlier. What a great job this place is.
I am jelly. You get to call all those games here at this beautiful facility.
Oh, yeah. Whenever the schedule comes out or talking to Charles on what the games are going on, I'll take any game that I can come down to Elk Rapids.
Well, here we go. We're getting ready to get down the home stretch here. 4:43 to go in the ball game. Ovid-Elsie, they're back to a 20-point margin. They're going to have to climb that mountain with a little bit of deliberation here.
Yeah, 20 points for Elk Rapids too. Normally, I'd say keep the gas on. Now let's just be easy with the ball when we're on offense. Take our time. Let's make sure we've got a good shot instead of forcing anything, and make the Marauders force their hand a little bit.
Dishes that one off. Not able to find the backboard on it.
Yeah, see, they're just getting quick releases now.
Looked like he might have got some contact. That one's going to be loose, but able to finish at the rim. That's Kerfoot making his money down there in the paint. Milner Jr., they're going to get him for a carry on that one. Again, just a little too rushed with that ball. We've seen that a few times.
Yeah, you get that OOC once in a while. You know, the mind's telling you what to do, and the body can't catch up once in a while.
Darling checking in now for Ovid-Elsie. Brody Howard checking out. Showing some full court pressure. Back underneath, and that one's going to go in and out.
Yeah, nice.
Milner Jr.
Nice
looking for that man.
Milner.
Yeah, he goes and
a
bounce
nice
passes
pass
in.
too.
Nice finish by Darling.
Yeah, nice end-to-end by Milner.
It was a good little bounce pass too underneath. Yep. They were definitely playing him to take the shot. .339 on the clock now.
Yeah, Ty, you can just stand out there until he gets in your face and then take him to the hole. Nice back cut.
And he makes that shot look easy. Jaden Fresco underneath. Really good pass. Nice delivery there by Schlicker. Coming back the other way for a quick basket. Yeah, that's Darling. Kind of coming on here in this fourth quarter. Just not able to get any of that lead back, or cut into that lead rather. The Marauders showing some good pace, but Elk Rapids not letting up. Coming back the other way now. Milner gets the roll and one. Still got some left in the gas tank there.
Yeah. It's not triple zeros.
So that's 4 fouls now on Schlicker.
I don't know. Yeah, I know. I saw that. I don't know. There's a phantom one out there somewhere. I was surprised to see him come back out on the court.
67-49 here. Milner Jr. trying to finish off that three-point play. That one's going to go in and out. Full court pressure again. They're going to get a blocking foul on Milner, and that should be number 5 for him. Well, that's not what you want to see if you're Ovid-Elsie. Chase Fabus going to come in for Milner Jr. Coming back in transition, three-point play for Elk Rapids. Going to be a little bit long.
For Milner Jr., though, not for a lack of effort tonight.
Absolutely. Lays it up and in.
Nice lefty by Howard.
Good back and forth action
is that
here.
2 of 3 points across the line, maybe? Oh.
Howard not happy with the call. You can get him for the push.
That's his 5th as well, I believe.
It is.
Although I try not to trust my fouls when I'm counting them because I thought Jake Moore was done, but he's back out on the court.
So Ely's going to come in for Howard as he fouls out with 2:09 to go. Saw some good energy from Ely earlier in the game.
Yeah.
Getting down to it, though, going to be really, really tough. And a little tougher as Hilly makes that first one. The lead's at 18 now. 2 made from Hilly. Coming back the other way is Famous. Going to get the offense set, waiting for that pick to show up. Takes it inside, can't get it to roll. The Elks coming back in transition. And we're getting the travel. One extra pirouette. We're working his way inside there. And it'll get you every
for
time.
The foul.
Pivot, pivot. Yeah, defense did a good job kind of backing off of that one. Fabus back inside. They kick it out. 3-point try. Going to go off the back of the iron. Coming the other way. The Elks in transition.
Nice
give and go.
Wow.
Moore with the finish at the rim.
Beautiful pass by Drew Plum.
That's how you and Tippett used to run that play, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think at that point it was Billy Prawl that did it.
Might have been, yeah. Elk Rapids coming back the other way. 20-point lead, under a minute to go here. Quick hands.
Don't foul him from behind.
And he'll get that layup.
It's a nice take.
Braylon Ely. Rather, Ely.
And we'll go to timeout with 49 seconds left.
Don't forget to stick around. We'll have the post-game show, the Professional Seamless Gutters post-game show, as a matter of fact. We'll wrap this one up and take a look at some stats and highlights and get you set up for our consolation and championship games tomorrow. Should be a pretty good one, looking like it's going to be Kingsford and Elk Rapids going head-to-head in the late one.
Yeah, it'll be a good one. Well, let's shoot. Yeah, the St. Francis game. That'll be a fun one. That should be a nice matchup.
That should be a good matchup
nice
as well.
Matchup.
All right. Thanks, Jared, for our 15
man.
seconds of fame.
Woohoo! Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah. Look at him over there. He's so classy in his tie. Look at this guy.
Somebody's got to dress up in this group.
That's the most handsome cameraman in northern Michigan right now.
Look at that young man.
Woo! Oh, my goodness. I mean, it's not a sandy beach down south, but he's got himself some premium seating right there. 49.2 seconds to go. Elk Rapids inbound. And Ovid-Elsie does a good job turning that one over. 3-point play is good. No giving up on this Ovid-Elsie Marauders team.
Let's get Jackson Custer's name in the books and online with a nice three-pointer.
That was a beautiful shot. Good setup, too, on that one. 71-56 your score here. There should be two, like you said, two really good games tomorrow. This consolation game starting us off going to be quite the show between Traverse City St. Francis and Ovid-Elsie.
You know, if St. Francis, if they play like we saw like in the first half of that game against Ovid-Elsie, that'd be two, like I said, pretty evenly matched teams, I think.
I think you're absolutely right. I'm looking forward to it. Of course, we'll have to get our game notes put together tonight and get ready for this. This is going to be, a lot of the things that we thought we were going to see kind of didn't really work out that way.
Well, each year brings different things, and, it's getting your first look.
Yeah.
I like what I'm seeing from the Elk Rapids Elks.
Kingsford kind of got back to their identity, but it took them a little while.
Yeah.
Traverse City St. Francis kind of caught them off guard.
Saw some nice things from them tonight.
Yeah. And Elk Rapids just really building off a really good season last year, 15-9. Got themselves into the playoffs, and obviously not as deep as they wanted to go, but really kind of starting off well. 20-point win over Glen Lake last week, and looks like they're going to be pretty darn close to a 20-point win here against Ovid-Elsie.
And that win is no slouch either.
No. Glen Lake always has a good basketball team. And that's going to be the end of this one here. Your final score, Elk Rapids 73, Ovid-Elsie 56. We're going to go ahead and step aside and pay some bills, and when we come back, it's the Professional Seamless Gutters post-game show. We'll get you a wrap-up and set you up for tomorrow. That's next on Next Level Broadcasting.
I got one for you, boss.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what's black, white, and dented all over?
I give up.
The company truck? Yeah, it's bad. But thanks to our agent, we've already submitted the claim and can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Lucky for you, that's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Welcome to the Professional Seamless Gutters post-game show here at the Ray Graham Elk Rapids Invitational, the first annual. As a matter of fact, last year was the inaugural. Year number 2, and we'll talk to the AD tomorrow about just kind of what goes into putting some of this stuff together. Looking forward to talking to him tomorrow.
Yeah, Mr. Brett Graham, love that fella.
Absolutely. 73-56 your final score here. And Eric, we saw 2 great games. This one, though, was maybe a little bit more separation between the 2 teams than I expected.
Yeah, I thought Elk Rapids might show up tonight from what I saw with the big win over Glen Lake the other day. But obviously Ovid-Elsie being the new team up here, not for sure what to expect from them. But I expected some type of fast-paced play, which is what we got. But what really got me tonight was Elk Rapids looking like a seasoned team in the first 2 weeks of the season. Again, the way they were methodical with their offense and just were just patient and really didn't beat themselves. They had a couple of lapses there when they kind of tried to do too much or whatnot, but Elk Rapids really didn't try to beat themselves. They really played a controlled game for the most part, where Ovid-Elsie seemed, like I said, probably 3 or 4 times, had that little OOC out of control syndrome a little bit, trying to do too much and not putting them in the position to where they could really find an identity to put it together tonight.
It'll be interesting to see how they match up tomorrow against St. Francis, if they can kind of just gather themselves in. The athleticism is there. Definitely some good instincts. You saw some really good play, particularly from Milner Jr. Just a ton of energy on that guy. How did the scoring sort of break out with these guys?
Yeah, unofficially for Ovid-Elsie, because I think I missed one. I might have missed a bucket or something on here. Braylon Ely with 8, Milner Jr. 19 to lead Ovid-Elsie. Chase Fabus 3, Carpenter Darling with 6, Joey Fabus with 8, Jackson Custer with that 3-pointer towards the end. Brody Howard with 2 points, and Dalton Jordan with 2, and Braxton O'Brien with 2 to round out for the Marauders. For Elk Rapids, Tom, Cameron Kerfoot, unofficially 23 points to lead all scorers tonight, and from a guard position or whatnot, like you said, he's very versatile inside-outside person, kind of like Tyler Stenfest with 5 points, Jaden Horesco with 13 points, Drew Plum with 2, Braden Flutie with 2, Mason Cannon with 6, Jake Moore with 8, Caden Schlicker with 8, and Mason Hilly rounding out the Elks tonight with 4 points.
So first game tomorrow, the consolation game, going to be on at high noon. You want to come on down to Elk Rapids High School. Beautiful gym. See it in person, or you can tune in to nextlevelbroadcasting.net and catch all the action. That noon tip-off between Traverse City St. Francis and the Ovid-Elsie Marauders going to be followed by the championship game. Kingsford, all the way up from the UP, going to try and show that UP power tomorrow in the championship game against the host, Elk Rapids Elks. And boy, that should be another good game. A little bit of a contrast in styles with that one too. You see the very methodical, kind of deliberate. They'll take their shots when they get them. Elk Rapids team versus Kingsford team that was really, really dominant once they kind of got that pace going. They really forced the issue.
Yeah, but I'll just go based on what I saw tonight. I guess I give the edge to Elk Rapids, just being the more complete team out of all 4 teams from start to finish. So if Kingsford do a couple other things to slow Elk Rapids down and take care of their miscues from tonight, should be a great matchup.
Absolutely should be. And, well, I'll tell you what, we're looking forward to it. And I just want to say a quick shout-out to all the folks who joined us online, and, of course, the folks from Ovid-Elsie and Kingsford.
Yeah, thanks for coming here.
Of course, especially Kingsford. That is quite a haul,
man.
Right? So appreciate all of you tuning in. Want to say a quick shout-out and thanks to Jared Stamen running our Hero Desk shot tonight and also running one of our cameras. We've got, of course, on our other camera, Isaac Dunson in from Central Lake. Good luck on your test next week. Central Michigan.
Go get him, buddy.
Lake. Yeah, Central Lake University, right? Chippewas here representing. Zach Kennedy, of course, our technical producer. And, well, we've got our executive producer, Shane Smith. And for my broadcast partner here, Eric Huffman, I'm Tom Clemens. And thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We'll be back tomorrow, noon tip-off. Join us for the pregame at 11:45. We'll be here ready to play some ball on Next Level Broadcasting.